Woo! Hello, and to whom this may concern. Coffee. I almost didn't make it tonight. I had a lot to do. There was a lot going on. No drama though. It's all good around here. I mean, it's not all great around here yet, but there's no problems. I'm not panicking. I'm not stressing. We're sipping the princess juice. Yes. So I made it extremely late to the Sunday stream, which I promised I'd take a crack at doing. So here we are. We're doing it. Should wake up a bit because I didn't sleep last night, and now it's past midnight the next night, and I'm suddenly streaming. So I need all the buzz I can get. Also, I just had a butterscotch Snickers. I didn't know Snickers came in butterscotch. It was weird, but it was alright. I dug it. It's fine. Oh, God, that's good. Alright. The main thing I wanted to make sure, even if this is a much shorter stream than usual for a Hangout stream, one thing I wanted to make sure to do was to jump on the ID at Xbox showcase presented by IGN 2024. ID at Xbox usually means independent gaming, so smaller things. So that should be neat. That I think only goes for maybe 40 to 50 minutes, so it's not huge. And aside from that, I might just catch up on a couple of the bigger trailers. I'm gonna ignore all the smaller things, just to try and make sure this ends up being a shorter stream. Yeah, we want to keep this stream a little shorter if possible, so I might jump through a couple of bigger things that I don't want to miss. There's a couple of trailer 2s of stuff that aren't as exciting because it's not like it's nothing fresh. Like what? What are we talking about here? Like Quiet Place, Twisters, Wicked. Ooh, Wicked. Let's have a look at Wicked. Teaser was neat. A little bit plastic. In that Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland adaptation kind of green screen plastic. All right. I mean, generally speaking, you hope that they don't fuck up Wicked because it's Wicked, you know. It's got this it's got a fervent fan base, theatrical fan base. Let me rewind that theater fan base. The theater kids are keen and ready to go. All right, Wicked it is. Let's do it. What are we doing? This one? I gotta uncross my feet. I just realized I got a haircut while I'm in the middle of streaming Chicory, which means halfway through the Chicory VODs, I'm suddenly gonna like change hairstyle. That's hilarious. And I was a bit off mic then, so that was probably a little quiet. Ugh. Chicory, Banascuch, Dimbanzo. Is that good? Yes, good. Let's do this. I can't believe how not pink my background has gotten. I think my pink gel has definitely died in the ass. I need to find a better solution for the pink gel. Like an actual pink light. What if I did this? Not bright enough to reach. Balls. Cop cuties, cutin' on duty. Navy blue and booties. Go ahead and wind me up. Arrest me, but make it sexy. Alright. Time for Wicked. Let me see if the audio is good.
Are people
Is.
born wicked? Or do they
Trailer opens with the nature versus nurture argument.
have wickedness thrust upon them?
If you didn't know, Wicked is sort of an origin story of the Wicked Witch.
You're green.
Kind of a tragic tale.
I am.
Ah.
Welcome, new students, to Shiz
Hopefully
University.
Ariana Grande
Miss
can act.
Elphaba. You can room with Miss Galinda.
Oh, popular.
I can't think of many other examples of Ariana's
I
acting.
saved you some space, by the way.
Do you really think this is fair?
I do not. I was promised a private suite. But thanks for asking.
Whoa, we almost got some Ariana muff in that mid-air splits she just did.
Please, everyone take your seats. In today's
Glenda
a real sorcerer who possesses
is
true
kind of a bitchy
magic
witch.
has become all too rare.
Absolutely remarkable.
That was you who made all that happen. How did you do it?
That guy that was
know.
with his
I've
arm
never
around
known.
Ariana looked familiar. Also, get your hand off Ariana.
Come with me.
Of course.
Not you.
Like, how dare you?
You. You're the one the wizard has been waiting for.
Galinda?
Ew. I know. It's my granny's. I'd give it away, but I don't hate anyone that much.
God damn, Glenda's a bitch.
You should join us tonight. And don't tell me you have nothing to wear. Because you could wear this.
God damn, Glenda's a bitch.
Something has changed.
Here comes the music. I was wondering why it wasn't playing up the musical angle.
She doesn't give a twink what anyone thinks.
Something is not the same.
Of course you
Why does everyone hate the Wicked Witch hat?
It's not to.
Looks dope.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz summons you to the Emerald City. Come with me.
What?
Oh yeah.
Why couldn't possibly? This is your moment. I'm coming.
I just remembered who plays the wizard in this. My man. Yay, Jeff Goldblum. Even the giant mechanical face kind of looks a bit like Goldblum's.
Something bad is happening in Oz.
The best way to bring folks
The Wicked Witch and
together
Ariana's
is to
Glenda
go
are both going to
the
be hitting
real
some
good
serious high notes throughout this
and the
movie.
bad.
They're going to be having a high note off.
You have no real power.
Gravity!
That's why I need you.
The one song that every wannabe
Let her get
vocalist
away. This wicked witch.
who sings in American Idol and X Factor type game shows to prove they got chops.
Don't be afraid.
Embrace your witchiness.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the villain now.
It's the wizard who should be afraid of me.
Yeah, fuck him up. Damn, that's a good trailer. Ooh, that is a good trailer. I suppose if you like musicals, which I do, but I guess your mileage may vary. Gravity. A Gravity song hits hard. Gravity is Wicked's what's the song from Cats? Oh, what's the song from Cats? It's a very important song. Cats. Musical. Oh my god, people asking what jellicle means. Of course that's the first thing to come up. Defy gravity. Where's the music? I'll know it when I see it. Memory. That's it. Very similar to Gravity. I should have remembered that. Memories all alone in the moonlight. So basically Wicked, Gravity is Wicked's version of Memory from Cats. Every one of these musicals has like one big showstopper that becomes the power ballad that every musician has to fucking nail when showing they got what it takes. Gets a little infuriating after a while. Everyone keeps belting the same shit. We get it. You can sing. Good job. There's a new Beverly Hills Cop trailer? 3 days ago? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. But we're looking at Wicked. Beverly Hills Cop. Wicked?
The wonderful.
There's something weird about Ariana's look in this. Like, did they bleach her eyebrows or shave her more hairless? I don't know. It's a bit too... She's... Oh, see there. This is what I'm talking about. The eyebrows bother me. It makes her look hairless in the face. That's a creepy look. No. Do not like. She looks better here when she's putting on her eyelashes. Because her eyebrows are a bit browner there. Listen to me just critiquing Ariana's looks. Ignoring the entire film. I mean, everyone knows Wicked. Rise of the Wicked Witch. She's a badass. Awesome songs. We got it. Let's go check out Beverly Hills Cop.
Good morning, everybody. It's another beautiful day here in Beverly Hills.
Wait a minute. Rewind that.
Good morning, everybody. It's another
Better.
beautiful day here in Beverly Hills.
What the hell was that?
Not a normal day in Beverly Hills.
Foley.
Did you say Foley?
Yeah, they did. And here comes the music. Sort of slowly.
I didn't realize that you couldn't really fly a helicopter. Otherwise, I would have came up with a different idea. I told you it was a bad idea.
I thought that was a bad guy helicopter. I didn't realize it was Axel Foley fucking up.
You know, this is very embarrassing. You know, part of me rather get locked up than get put in this little Fisher-Price looking squad car. Y'all are the Lego cops.
Jane,
Hey, this is your father.
before you hang up, I'm in town.
I've been arrested. Hello?
So cops can be arrested by other cops? Just like that?
You sure y'all paying y'all's bills? Because this phone don't work.
Or are they just tired of Axel's bullshit?
This isn't my first time in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I saw that. 84, 87, and then 94.
That's a different look for Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Changed a bit.
What brings you back to
Very
902?
IT Silicon Valley.
I got a call from Billy. He's in trouble.
Kevin
now.
Bacon's the
What
chief
do
of
you want
police.
from me? I want you to be a cop again.
Wait, who was Kevin
You gotta
Bacon
do
playing?
something.
Kevin Bacon's the villain.
You damage any city property.
Kevin Bacon's a secret villain.
You're in a snow
Confirmed.
Yeah, we in a damn snow pile. What's the problem? A lot of blind spots in the snow plow.
I'm on an undercover mission with Achway Foley.
I really hope they don't fuck this up, man.
That means we're getting close.
Okay,
Y'all safe? Everybody safe?
it does seem like Kevin Bacon's the
Seatbelt
villain.
in the middle.
I'm not sure if they're trying to keep it a secret or not, though. If they are, they're doing a terrible job.
We're gonna need some backup.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm getting us some backup. God, I missed you, Axel.
So the full name is Beverly Hills Cop Axel F? Weird. They could have just called it Beverly Hills Cop 4. Like, what's wrong with that? That's just confusing. Sounds like a spin-off almost. But it's not. It's not spin-off. I can't tell from the trailer if I think it's going to be good or not. It really is a bit of a mystery, this one. I mean, Eddie Murphy's doing the Black Don't Crack thing. He looks fucking the same. which is incredible. Good for him. I don't know Chris Hemsworth's on Hot Ones. When the hell did he do that? 2 days ago. I might have to watch that later off stream. I want to see how Chris Hemsworth goes at the Hot Ones. Back to wait a second. Just so I can remind myself.
Shopping.
Dun 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 dun. Blah. There we go. All right. Coffee is kaput. Caputa. Caputa. Fuck. Beverly Hills Cop, man. The problem is, it looks like it's just another Bad Boys. We just saw another Bad Boys trailer recently. It looks like a less stylish one of those, like it has less money to do essentially the same thing. A comedy cop film with serious action and stakes. Basically, both franchises can be described the exact same way, which is a bit frustrating. Oh, God. I'm going to cross my fingers for Eddie Murphy's sake, because I feel like by today's standards, Eddie Murphy has made more bad things than good things, which hurts me. Because I dig me some Eddie. Sad. Good luck. Good luck, Netflix. Hope you pull this one off. Okay, on the plus side, here's a positive way to look at things. Beverly Hills Cop 3 was so bad that technically Axel F, aka Beverly Hills Cop 4, could only go up in quality. Surely. Like, come on now. It has to. Like, you can't be worse than Beverly Hills Cop 3. That movie was a clusterfuck of random ideas that didn't make sense and it belonged together. I feel like I need to rewatch the trilogy, though. Because I'm pretty sure 1 and 2 was solid, almost equal. And then 3 was trash. I just don't remember much about any of them. Except for 3 having a bunch of scenes that takes place at a theme park, and it was like PG rated, not R like the other 2. Which was the dead giveaway that studio interference nuded the third film. Trying to make it more accessible so I can make more money or some bullshit. Anyway. Enough of that. What did I just open here? Sorry, while I was talking about Beverly Hills Cop, I opened a Deadpool and Wolverine TV spot, Adamantium. Okay. Okay. There's been a bunch of new stuff for this, actually. Let's stay on Deadpool and Wolverine for a bit. Yep, there's a tickets on sale now trailer. There's this TV spot, Adamantium, whatever the hell this is. And there was a leaked... Oh, there's a public service announcement clip that plays at the cinemas right now in the US. One of those turn off your phones things that is literally by Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds in character. I'll look that up in a sec on Twitter. We'll check it out. Oh, there it is there, I think. Ooh. Okay. Since we seem to have everything here by pure chance. I think that's the spot. There's the tickets on sale now. There was also some like collab alcohol tie-in, I think, commercial. Probably for Bud Light. They seem to have bottomless pockets for this kind of bullshit. Oh, a clip of Ryan and Hugh to get... Wow, there's so much stuff. We watched the second trailer, didn't we? Was there a second trailer? I can't remember. Alright, let's see what this TV spot is.
Whoa. Hold on. You don't want to do this.
Oh, I promise you. I do.
What have you done?
Oh, this is gonna be the collab.
I borrowed some adamantium from your claws, and I made us something special.
You stole the claws? Okay, it's not Bud Light. I was a bit off, but I was correct about the alcohol.
Silver. All the taste, no bitter endings.
Heineken.
See? Isn't this better than fighting?
Nope.
This Wolverine.
Wait a minute. So the concept of this Heineken ad is that Deadpool stole the adamantium claws from inside Wolverine's fists and made adamantium Heineken beer cans. That's so fucking random. I don't think Ryan Reynolds is involved in the writing of that commercial. Usually when he is, they're more clever than that. That is so random. Don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna chalk that up as an L, actually. I like seeing Hugh and Ryan do their thing, but that wasn't a Ryan-directed effort, and I think that's what makes the difference. Wait.
Whoa. Hold on. You don't want to do this.
Oh, I promise you.
Oh, it's a better quality Heineken ad. Direct from Ryan Reynolds'
What have you done?
YouTube channel.
Don't get mad. I borrowed some adamantium from your claws. That's a thing. You can do that. And I made us something special.
I missed the "that's a thing you can do that" last time. Maybe that was the Ryan Reynolds ad-lib to make it actually funny.
Heineken Silver, new adamantium edition.
His
All the taste,
adamantium
no bitter
edition?
endings.
Cool.
Does not actually exist. Don't sue us.
Wait, it doesn't actually exist? Wait a minute.
No bitter endings. Does not actually exist. Don't sue us.
So it's a fake Heineken ad?
Nope.
I just realized you can... Whoa, hang on. Check this out. What a detail. You can see the claw marks through his back, through the suit. There are like little claw marks in various... At least 4 spots on his outfit that I can see where he's been stabbed. And there's a slash on Hugh's back through the yellow. Possibly from Deadpool's sword. Well, that's neat. So I guess it still is a Heineken tie-in, even though there's no product to spruik. It's just... They're not really... They're using a fake product that you can't actually buy just to sort of... Just to sort of sell Heineken in general, I guess. Ugh, Marvel style. Okay. What is this?
Hey, right.
It's Ryan Reynolds peeling a banana.
Hi.
Copyright music.
Oh. Tony Award bribe.
Whoa.
All right.
Wrong envelope.
Oh, yeah.
Tony Award
Oh,
bribe.
wow. It's
For
2
Hughes
tickets
singing.
to Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Thought we could go together.
Jesus Christ. I think there's trauma between these two. I feel like we're at a point now where we're getting a lot of little bits and pieces like this, but they're actually all of the same footage. So we're not actually seeing anything new anymore. Life is a mere story. Okay. Oh, okay. The in-theater thing. I need to see this.
Finally gonna introduce...
We're talking about Secret Wars before his phone went off.
It's coming from out there.
Hey, Bob. You're in a movie theater, not the off room in your mom's nursing home. So turn your phone to silent or I'll shove it so far up you'll have to answer it through your...
No. No, easy now.
I just realized his hair is kind of doing the Wolverine spikes a little bit.
God, when you yell like that, it makes my vibrate.
God damn.
At least I think it's meant. Listen, just turn your phones off or put them on silent. You know, whatever you prefer. I'm gonna
Off,
take
please.
his neck veins for a walk now. Enjoy the film. Nice fourth wall break back there. I didn't think you had it in you.
Shut your f***ing mouth.
No. Really do not like that word in America.
I wonder if
Or Canada. Or the Netherlands.
if you're watching an R-rated film and you see this before an R-rated film, do you get the non-bleeped version or are they all bleeped? Probably less effort if you just have one bleeped version and just play it everywhere. You don't really need to take the bleeps out. You get the gist of it. Swearing. Swearing is the joke. Wolverine just called us bub. Everyone seems pretty stoked. That was a decent fourth wall break from old Wolvie. Good for him. Happy for him. Happy for Wolverine. We need more of those. We need more of those, and we need to keep Ryan Reynolds in charge of the writing of them and the concepts. Because the studios always do lame shit. Man, I wish I could catch at the cinema myself, but I'm not going to the movies to see anything anytime soon. No money. No drive. It'd be cool to see Furiosa, but I can't really justify the cost of going to the movies right now. Oh god, I could see that playing in front of Furiosa would be perfect. But that's how most people are seeing that. What a pairing. Alright. The tickets on sale trailer. It's probably going to be a remix of the main trailer we've already seen. Here comes Drop the Beat. Drop the beat, y'all.
Soaking wet right now.
So am I.
Fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Stab, stab, shoot, stab. Horrible dog.
Big slow motion
More dog
action
pool.
sequence. Who knows if you live or die?
Shut up. Oh my god.
Why did he react like that to being said?
What you thinking about?
Get the fuck off of me.
Wait, why did he react like that to Wolverine just saying shut up? I bet he says something else. I bet he says something much more foul in that scene.
Who knows if you live or die?
Shut up. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was an ADR. I think he says something a lot nastier there in the actual movie.
What you thinking about?
Get the fuck off of me. Shh. Almost done. Almost done what?
Getting my knife out of your buttocks, you pervert! Get your mind out of my pants!
Nope, he was hard. We know Deadpool's pansexual. He would fuck Wolverine if he got the chance for realsies. Dead set. He makes way too many gay jokes about Logan for him not to actually be in a position where he would actually take the shot if he got it given. You know what I mean? He's a crazy dude. With great crazy comes great potential for shaggery on both sides of the fence. Everyone's always saying the same things in comments for everything Deadpool and Wolverine related. Everyone's just basically like stoked out of their minds. I mean, I've got friends who've already bought me a ticket. We've all got our tickets already. So that's locked in. Good times. It's only July that comes out. We're still in May. We have those tickets way in advance. That's probably going to be a infuriatingly busy night at the cinema. It's going to be a lot of people. It's going to be annoying. Packed cinema too. Packed cinema opening night and a comic book movie. Sometimes you get the douche crowds. You know, the really keen comic book fan nerd teenagers that all think they can like talk during the movie and crack jokes like behind you loudly, thinking that they're adding to the fucking experience. Like everyone's there to see their stand-up comedy. Fuck you. Do not do this. That happened to me in Avengers. In the first Avengers movie, there was like 3 or 4 dudes behind us. All like 18, 19 kind of males. And they fucking, all 4 of them were alternating their stand-up routines. Every time there was a quiet scene, someone would make a comment about something that was happening. And the worst part is that other teenagers in the cinema would like crack up laughing and actually justify them. Oh, it's pissed me off so much. I don't know who I was more mad at, them or other people in the cinema that was actually like encouraging it by laughing at their bullshit. Not every time, but enough times to keep them going, to keep fueling their nonsense. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Fuck you. Then don't do this. Have I just watched all my Deadpool Wolverine content? God damn it. No, wait. There's something on Twitter. Hang on. There was something neat on Twitter. Where is it? Ah, here it is. Check this out. Went to watch Furiosa, found this amazing Deadpool and Wolverine claw machine. You get one try on it for every Deadpool Wolverine ticket you buy. Groovy. Check this shit out. Wait, I'm going to full screen this. Legit Deadpool Wolverine. Customized. Themed claw machine. Playable with your movie tickets. All those egg... Wait, where are they? Yeah, all the egg capsules inside have either a Wolverine locket or a Deadpool locket. So I guess you have to be lucky enough to win twice and get a different one each time to complete the set. But if you're going with mates, like if you're going with a girlfriend or a best friend, you got two pretty legit chances there to get either half. I don't know, man. I want both for myself. I'd have to go see the movie more than once and hope that I nail each side one time and then the other time. But it's a claw machine, which means it's a skill thing. So you could actually fuck up both times and get nothing, which is infuriating. Maybe it's a good thing this isn't in Australia. I'm pretty sure this is just the US. Oh, Mexico's got them, says someone in the chat. In the comments. Yeah, I don't think Australia's probably way too out of the way for that promotion to actually reach here. I was going to say originally that that's a shame, but I actually think it's perfectly fine. I would actually waste some bullshit on that. And then I would be really upset if I didn't win anything. All on my knees. It's kind of cute that all the capsules are either red and yellow. I wonder if the actual two halves of the pendant are specifically only in the yellow and the red eggs. Like Deadpool's only ever in the red eggs and Wolverine's only in the yellow eggs. Or if it's just randomized. My OCD wants it to be true. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Doesn't say what country this one's in. Oh, hi, Goofy Boom. Can you listen to this? It's in French. What is it? Is it your music, is it? Or is it just something that you like? I've had people come on here before while I was hanging out in chat and share their own creations, their own music, their own vocals, their own instrumentals, their own raps before. Is that what that is? How did I end up here? With a hot chick on my screen. What the fuck? 0 stars would not recommend Satan. Bible app. That's hilarious. I'm going to keep that. Hang on. I'm going to keep that for memes. Memes. Close it. Before I get distracted by Twitter. Alright, let me, I'll grab that link that you sent. Just because it's a quiet night anyway. I'm just hanging out, catching up on some stuff, so why not? Easy one. Blip. Is there a translate to English? Wedgden performing her touching song 16. Nice, okay. Okay. Where's the sound? Oh, there. Oh, their recording studio is really smoky. Oh! If this is in France, they probably don't have that law. In Australia, for the last, like... I think it, like... How long would it have been? For the last 15 to 20 years, maybe. At least 15 years. It's been illegal in Australia to smoke indoors in any venue. Which is why it surprised me that their studio was so smoky. She's really attractive. God, she's really cute. So's her voice. I know someone who might appreciate this. Hang on, let me just grab the link. It's very melodic for what I'm assuming is supposed to be rap. Like, if I wasn't told this is rap, I wouldn't have assumed this is rap. I would just assume this is singing, just normal singing. It's actually really relaxing for a rap song. Like, you could chill out while listening to this. If she's not already famous in France, I feel like she's definitely gonna be. She has to already be. With that voice and those looks, that entire package, I mean, easy. Easy. Despite being criticized, I think she deserves all that, and also who took responsibility for arts before their buzz. What the fuck does that mean? She gets criticized for something? I think it's a religious... I think whatever the words that rap are, I think it has some kind of religious undertone from what people in the comments are saying. Ew. Maybe it's a good thing I couldn't understand French. I almost called it French. Not bad. Really cool. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Something else. Alright, before I go any further and do some of the stuff I'm really looking forward to, I want to cap off some of the trailer 2s that have been coming in. What would be The least interesting trailer 2, maybe Quiet Place? Because I think we've seen enough of A Quiet Place day 1. We get it. It's the origin story. It's when they first land in New York. Everything goes tits up. Disaster film. Not directed by Jim this time, so who knows how this is gonna go. Okay. I still think if they
have a cat in here.
It's a service cat.
Aw. If they maximize the threat level of those creatures, like the other movies, do a good job of building that up. The problem is when you have lots of things like this, and there's so much shit going on, like just disaster movie style, it's hard to emphasize the specific danger and stakes of what one of these things is capable of. Like the more low-key movies did. Whoa, the way they... Jesus Christ. Okay, that was a good shot. The way they clamber over buildings at the speed of like small spiders clambering over some Lego. Actually legitimately freaky. I guess that's the thing about these creatures. They're bigger than a car, but they're fast as fuck. And all they have to do is hear you make the slightest sound, and they come charging. It's a great setup. I just don't know if this prequel thing... This guy's dead. He's dead as fuck. That's right, he's old. He's had a good run. I don't know if this prequel concept of just being in the middle of the alien invasion itself is as interesting as what the other movies were doing.
I have a plan.
By showing like a single family surviving the aftermath.
No more people. No more New York.
Because this makes it a bit too much like every other alien invasion movie, where shit kicks off and everyone's just trying their best to survive. Also, there's a lot of Eddie, Joseph Quinn, is that his name? In this trailer. Which just made me realize how little he's emphasized in the other trailers. Like the first trailer that came out, I don't think we even saw him once. We didn't even know he was in the damn movie. I have a feeling he doesn't survive even half the film. I think that's the reason we didn't see him much in previous trailers. I think he's only there for like one of the 3 chapters, maybe. She meets him in the middle of some shit. He dies on the way through to chapter 2 or on the way through to chapter 3. To raise the stakes yet again. So a lot of the stuff they were showing of him in that trailer was trying to maximize showing us as much of Quinn as possible. But there's probably not much more of him than what we just saw. They just like used all his like chapter 2, his act 2 footage. And then he's dead after that. They realized that his face and name can actually sell tickets now, so they're trying to pump him up a little bit. Even if he is just secondary. We saw less Jaimon Honsu that time. I think we're going to see much less of him in the movie too. They probably meet him in like one little hideout where he tries to keep them quiet and they try to hide with him, and then the second shit hits the fan again, he probably dies immediately. Mark my words. Mark them well. Jaimon is not long for this world. Alright, no more trailers. No Quiet Place Day 1 final trailer or tickets on sale now trailer or whatever what hell you want to do. We've seen enough. It's now diminishing returns. I think Twisters is going to be the same. I think Twisters, just like Quiet Place, is getting to the point now where more trailers is going to have diminishing returns. It's still cool to see the tornado effects they've been working on, and it's still cool to see Glenn Powell being a heroic douchebag instead of an evil douchebag this time, but a douchebag still nonetheless. That seems to be his niche now. Oh no, Twister is coming to ruin the rodeo. How about this for a rodeo? Wrangle the Twister Get your cowpoke up on that wind funnel. Ride that bitch into the ground. I want to see rodeo clowns all get picked up by a twister, actually, and thrown around. That'd be hilarious. They land head first into like a barrel, slapstick style. Keep it on theme.
The once-in-a-generation tornado outbreak continues across Oklahoma.
We've never seen tornadoes like this before, and we need your help.
They've got guns.
Kate, we can save
These
lives.
tornadoes are packing
I'll
heat.
give you 1 week.
We call this the 9mm tornado.
PhDs from NASA, FEMA, and Kate, she's the smartest person I know.
Hey, dudes. This is interesting.
Hey, dudes.
Tyler Owens calls himself a tornado wrangler.
Is the douchebag we love to hate and hate to love.
You know, our crew is not like your crew.
I wonder if his arc is going to be
We don't need PhDs and fancy
starting
tech.
kind of shallow and douchey with his fame chasing. And then through
Sometimes
falling
the
in love
old
with the
ways are better
chick,
than the new.
Well, you can always trust a guy who puts his face
he
on
does
a
something
t-shirt.
self-sacrificial by the end to save the day. And then he gets the fame he was always after with his douchebaggery, but
You get
in a more
quite the
tragic way.
reputation, City girl. You think you can disrupt a tornado?
But a respectable way.
But in the field, in the moment, I got it wrong.
So the way they're upping the ante with from the previous Twisters is they've got the same machine with the same little silver balls that come out.
You want one?
But rather than throwing it into the tornado and having all the balls map the inside of the tornado for data and studies, they're now trying to deactivate / destroy a tornado from within. She's trying to use the tech to shut off tornadoes from the inside, which seems like a cheesier, more far-fetched version of the concept, but we had to do something different.
Here's the reason you do it. You don't face your fears. You ride them.
It's a big moment in the first trailer too. Fire tornado, baby!
You ever see anything like this?
Not like this.
Yes, actually. Somehow, somewhere. Looks cool. The effects are doing a good job. They could have cheapened their way through this, but the visual effects are looking solid. And you kind of need them to, because heavy, erratic, crazy-ass weather is a difficult thing to visual effect. Because there's a lot of bullshit going on. Down, 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 down. Tornado movies ranked. Twister, Into the Storm, Supercell, 30 minutes. I know about Twister. Oh, wait. I've also heard of Into the Storm, actually, but I've never heard of Supercell. Or 13 minutes, actually. Okay. I hope this movie succeeds or is good for two reasons mainly. One, the original's a classic. The original's a classic drive-through and big cinema family outing movie from the 90s. But I also, number two, I also want Glenn Powell to succeed more. I want more of the movies he's in to hit, like Top Gun did. So that his rising star keeps on rising. Because he could go the way of a lot of wannabe leading men types, where they get themselves spread too thin while Hollywood's pushing to turn them into leading man. And then just over half of the movies that they've been spread thin in are kind of terrible. And then every chance of them being a ongoing leading man, like a Tom Cruise, like a new Tom Cruise, ends up getting shot in the foot. Ryan Reynolds is almost stuck in that loop for ages until Deadpool pulled him out of it. Thankfully. I can't think of any other examples right now, but there's been a bunch. One comes to me, I'll bring it up. Studio. Oh my God. Studio. We're making a sequel to Twister. the Dodge Ram company. How many trucks do you need? There were a lot of red Dodge Ram trucks in that movie. In the trailer for the movie alone. I think the downside, though, the way this might fall to pieces, is the fact that the original is such a cult classic. People probably hold it in higher regard than what the actual quality of the movie was back in the day. Which means it's going to be difficult for the sequel to top. And if it doesn't top it, it may as well just be a bad movie. People don't deal with okay or average or equal to. Equal to is just not good enough. It has to surpass, otherwise people will tar and feather it. Which is not fair, but that's just the way these things work sometimes. Bitch. I'm sorry, I froze for a second then because I just saw that there's been a trailer for the Mufasa movie, the Lion King spin-off. And the trailer's been out for 3 weeks, and I did not notice it. That's not a good sign, but I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Oh, fuck! Oh, good goddamn, that's copyright.
This story begins.
See you later, VOD, once it gets archived to YouTube.
On the other side of the light.
Ah, Savannah! A baboon is a witch.
A lion was born without a drop of nobility in his
Oh
blood.
my god, wait, Mufasa, was it nobility? How the hell did he become king?
Change our lives forever.
What if Mufasa was always the villain, we just didn't know it? Maybe he's a dictator that took over the tribe himself. Even though he didn't have any right to it.
The earth will shake. Destiny.
I keep forgetting they're cats.
Awaits you.
So technically they could, God damn, there's a lot going on. It's still got that uncanny valley shit with the animals, though. Where they look kinda real, but not really. And since they're not really, you may as well have them emote like a cartoon character can, but they just don't. Donald Glover. Blue Ivy Carter, Beyonce Knowles. Original songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda. Ooh! Oh, you had me muted. Hey, what's up? Missed you. Yeah, I vanished for 2 weeks actually while I was having some like pretty harsh life trouble, and then I recently started coming back randomly. Every once in a while. I don't have a proper schedule yet because there's still stuff going on that I'm dealing with, but I'm coming back now for like regular streams. They're just a little bit spontaneous at the moment. You had a request. That's all right. No worries. I was just finishing up watching the Mufasa trailer just because I was a little intrigued to see how that was going. It looks pretty much like it's got the same problems as the Lion King movie did. That's a shame. I'm more intrigued though than the Lion King movie because the Lion King movie was just Lion King again, and we've seen Lion King. And we're just watching a lesser Lion King because the animals can't show emotion. But the fact that this is an original story, we're actually getting Mufasa's backstory, means we don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be all fresh and unique. So I don't think I'll care as much about the animal emotion problem with the CGI. Because like we're actually getting to experience a new story. So that at least makes up for something. Who's voicing Mufasa? Well, it won't be Darth Vader like last time because this is young Mufasa. Aaron Pierre. Who the fuck is Aaron Pierre? Am I supposed to know that name? Oh, holy shit. That dude. This dude. Wait, let me full screen this. This guy's intense. He was in the MLK Malcolm X movie. Oh, brother. He's going to be in the upcoming Blade with Mahershala Ali. So he was in Old. I was in Krypton. Lots of random shit. Blade's a pretty good get. The fact that he got into Mufasa and Blade, both upcoming movies, means his star must be rising. He's slowly becoming a somebody. Who else? Taka, Lion Prince with a bright future, accepts Mufasa into his family as a brother. Sarabi, Tiffany Boone. Anyone I know? Preston Neiman, Kagisa. Mads Mikkelsen I know as Kyros, a formidable lion with big plans for his pride. I think Mads Mikkelsen's playing an evil bad guy lion like Scar. Dandy Newton I know, Taka's mother. Lenny James, Anika, Keith. Keith David is playing Mufasa's father. Hell yeah. Keith David's got a dope-ass voice. Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner are both playing Timon and Pumbaa again. But how the fuck does that make sense? Are Timon and Pumbaa immortal? Because they played them in the other movie when they were like best friends with Simba. From cub to adulthood. But if they're also in this, before Simba's even born, and they're the same age yet again because they have the same voice actors, like... I think Timon and Pumbaa are like gods of the animal kingdom. Donald Glover plays Simba. So I'm guessing at some point in this movie it crosses over with the original. Maybe towards the end. Since Donald Glover came back to do more lines of dialogue. Beyonce Knowles as Nala. Maybe it does flash forward scenes. Maybe that's why Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner, Donald Glover and Beyonce are still in the movie. Even though they're not actually supposed to be part of the storyline. His father knew him for a little and they come for Simba's... Maybe, but I feel like that ties everything together too neatly. Like, it makes the world seem small when like all the characters that shouldn't know each other suddenly turn out they knew each other in prequel lore. It's like in Star Wars. The more Star Wars movies they make where they keep on stitching together all these little backstories where every character has already met every other character, it gets like stupid and unrealistic. And there's no comments because YouTube kids turn them off. Lame. 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 I like seeing people's comments. But they probably know there's gonna be a lot of nerds roasting the movie. And they don't want kids to actually see a bunch of nasty shit going on in there. What is this? A TED Talk? That's a new one. No one's ever shared a TED Talk before. Wait, what does James Veitch do? There's a lot of different kinds of TED Talks. Oh, he's very nerdy looking. English comedian. Uses slideshows and video effects that show interactions with authors of scam emails. Okay. Cool. He's got things he does on the internet that people know him for.
So why do people reply to spam emails? You know, I mean, it's odd, isn't it, given the fact that they are...
You can tell how bad his eyesight is by how large his eyeballs are magnified when you look at them through his glass lens.
Preposterous. And they are preposterous.
This man couldn't see like 2 inches in front of his face.
From a South African health officer in Ghana. I find that unlikely.
Actually, this one would actually potentially work on me because I am South African. I was born in that country. I'm from there. So there would be a reason to actually use this scam on me.
I need to move with 1,000 carats of polished diamond, equally...
Okay, you lost me on that one, obvious scam.
Note, this transaction is 100% risk-free and does not attract any danger.
Dos.
Commander Karoma.
Lieutenant Commander. Get it right.
I mean, this is ridiculous, right? And it's funny that anyone would reply to it, but if you think about it, this is actually rather clever, because by making the scams ridiculous, ideally for the scammer, the only people who are going to reply are the most gullible people. And me. I said, I'm in.
That is actually the the purpose of that. Like, no joke.
Then he told me to email
They are actually looking for the dumbest people.
lawfirm.co.uk, which is an amazing email address.
Liberty Law Firm at Law Firm.
And he said, send me your phone number. So I gave him the phone number of Goldman Sachs, the bank. I wanted him to think I was rich. I probably shouldn't have done that, because the next email I got said, James Veach, I'm not sure you are real at all.
Oh, wow. Says Commander Karoma. Lieutenant Commander.
You gave me phone numbers of a bank, which I call, and they say that you are not real, that they don't know you. They even advised me.
I love the fact that even though he got sent to the bank, he still asked about him.
Who are you?
Hello, can you give me James Veach's money, please? Are you the bank? I would take this.
Army intelligence. Is that a thing? I didn't know what to say. I said, look, there was never a shred of doubt in my mind that I was dealing with an intelligence.
Wait, so his whole bit is basically to, like, interact with scam emails and hope it's funny enough to read out loud at a TED Talk as his bit, as his gimmick.
How can I prove to you that I'm real? I mean, how can you prove that you're real? In truth, how can any of us prove that we are real? P.S. What are you sending me?
Not sure why people applauded just then.
He said the contents of the consignment
just having a good
1,000
time,
carats of rough
the
diamonds
audience.
worth $7.5 million. You and I will use it for investment in Europe. I said, that's amazing. What are we going to invest in?
Scammers are
I'm not
so
much of a stock market player myself,
lame.
but I've got a strong hunch. Hummus is going to be big.
I just feel bad for the old people that aren't good with technology that fall for stuff like this.
Can't have a picture of the consignment.
A lot of the time it's old people.
Yes, I can. Boom.
Nice. I like that shade of jade.
Enigma, right? Then he said, send me your ID, passport, driver's license, or any of your valid ID.
Yeah. I used to have one of those in the 90s. I had a Blockbuster card. I wish I kept it for nostalgia purposes.
Then he said, you will need to set up an account with our bank and pay the fee. This is quite common. Like, he has multiple email addresses. He pretends like it's another company. And I thought about it. I thought, okay, I'll do that. And I thought I'd throw something into the mix just to see what he did with it. So I said, look, I'll set up a new account with your bank. There's an offer of a free toaster on at the moment, and I've got my heart set on it.
I've never got...
Don't worry about getting a toaster.
I've never got anything free from the bank. I think it's an American thing, getting gifts for opening accounts.
And then he told me to contact this bank. Now, the bank is masquerading as Royal Bank of Scotland, right? But what I love is their email address is info@royalbs.
Royal BS.
Which I think is perfect. And then he said, don't delay. I don't have much days here on Earth.
Oh, shit. Escalation. My man's dying. He's got to offload these fucking diamonds before he cocks it. Or he's taking a ride on one of Elon Musk's starships.
I have not seen anybody that is more unserious as you are.
Oh, wow.
Even if I die soon, do you have to mock me with it? Just go.
I love how easily scammers get pissed as well.
I said, dude, I had no idea we were talking about your dad.
Like, if you watch Kit Boga or other...
I was talking about, am I going to mass?
You know, like, videos on YouTube where people scam scammers and, like, fuck with them? Scammers get so mad so quickly. Like, they're the victims all of a sudden.
I said, where's mass?
It's weirdly hypocritical.
Ooh, is that what the toaster is? He said, sorry, I mean Mars, one of the 9 planets of the solar system.
What the fuck? I don't remember we were actually on
just think
where
if
we're
he
up to
doesn't
with
know,
that
it's gonna
Pluto
be a
thing.
shock.
Is that a planet or not? Because
I figured I'm done with this
one
guy.
day
I'm
it
gonna
was,
send
then
an
it
email
wasn't,
to
then it
Royal
was
BS,
again.
Right? So I sent them an email. I
Scientists
said,
can't decide.
Dear Royal Bank of Scotland,
It's
I'm
not?
writing to you
Oh,
about
damn
some
it.
bullying Lieutenant Commander who's leaving me and a free toast
it's
that you're
been-
giving me for opening the account.
It's busted back down to being a moon.
They got back to me very quickly. They said, please send us the Federal account opening form. And there is no free toaster. Raj Ramesh,
Raj Ramesh,
head of costumer care.
costumer care. I will get you a very nice outfit. We'll dress you up like Scooby-Doo, and then you come, you get the
these guys are
diamonds.
good.
We be rich together, me and you, yes.
Dear costumer care. Are you sure? Because I heard I was getting a free gift for opening the account. What sort of costumes do you do?
Is Scooby-Doo? We get you diamond-encrusted toaster I make myself
He said,
with bedazzle
there
wand.
is no bonanza going on.
The fuck is a bonanza?
And that did strike me as an odd choice of word. I think, right, what must have happened is he must have looked up the word competition in his language and found a synonym, which was bonanza, but it still struck me as odd. And then he said, and even if there was, conditions would apply.
What?
And I'll be honest, that pissed me off.
What does that even mean?
Because you
This poor
cannot
scammer's
come
trying to make things up as he goes along, but he's not good at improving.
that I literally just made up. So what I did is I opened up Photoshop, and I took a day, and I sent them something. I made and sent them something. So this is what I said. I said, then how do you explain this? And this is what I said.
And oh, he had this pre-Photoshop ready to go. Nice.
Free toaster with any new account. Toaster bonanza! And then check it out, guys. No conditions apply.
That's how you know something's fake, though, because conditions always apply. You'd hope the scammers wouldn't fall for equivalent scammage.
And he did. He said, that do not include Royal Bank of Scotland worldwide. I said, what are my options I could do with Newcastle? He said, we will appreciate it if you do not bring up this gift thing again because you won't get any.
You couldn't pierce again.
I said, just to be clear, you're saying if I bring it up again, I won't get it? If I don't bring it up, I will? Or you're just saying I won't get it at all?
I think they get so mad because you're like literally wasting their time that they could be scamming more people and making more money. They're just that selfish. Hang on, let me
Please stop
cross my legs.
talking of a free toaster. I'll be honest, I thought I've almost done it, right? I'm almost, because part of me just wants to kind of annoy them almost as much as they annoy us. And I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like a broken man.
I mean, he already was a broken man if he's resorted to joining a
this at
scam
home.
call center.
Do this at home. I mean,
By that point, you've lost all empathy for your fellow human beings.
Because not only do you have a chance to stop them doing actual damage, but it's also a chance to have fun, to play. That being said, I thought I'd back off a bit. I said, of course, I shan't bring up again. You have my word. He said, what we want from you is to do the right things. I said, I've done some research.
Oh no. This man's gonna click it. He's about to get an all caps reply.
Please stop emailing us.
I'm guessing that's his end goal. Drag it out for as long as possible till they basically give up themselves. That man started the standing ovation, the guy in the bottom left. And he's given up. Only 2 people joined him. He got embarrassed. He sat back down. Poor fella. I'm guessing this dude probably has a whole YouTube channel of those. Man walked into a TED Talk thinking it was a comedy club. Well, TED Talks, you can do a lot of different stuff there. You hate how people didn't like Andor because it wasn't like Mando. I mean, yeah, that was the point, yeah? It's supposed to be way more adult. People don't realize it. Well, more people like Andor that don't like it though. Like it's already been held up as like the best of all the Disney Plus Star Wars shows. Just for like its seriousness that it takes the source material. There aren't a lot of fights. You'd agree there are. It's supposed to be way more talking political character. Yeah. I mean, that was always what it was. There's always going to be some dickheads that they just want to see Darth Vader swing around a red lightsaber and that's it. They want to see the goofy space wizard stuff. Oh shit, wait. I'm gonna get my video removed if I watch scenes from I mean, I've seen the show. It's a good hologram effect. I can do that hologram effect. I've got that I've got presets on my editing thing for that. This is Star Wars. This is what Star Wars is supposed to be. I've actually used it too. I made a short film that was like part sci-fi and it had a hologram in it at one point, and I did this legit effect in it. You love the fact that the Empire doesn't seem to realize what's happening. They are looking for Cassian and Luthen, thinking they're the Resistance, the threat. They projected strength, and therefore the Empire wants to catch them and break them. Funeral's the bait. Cassian's the bait. Empire so focused on catching them. Yeah. I mean, my guy Nikolai here, Nicolas, the hell, whatever name this is, basically just sort of describing the plot.
I was 6, I think. First time I touched a funerary stone.
Best scene in the whole universe. No lightsabers, no Jedi Sith, just courage and truth. Goes by in the series of telling us that tyranny was real.
My sister's hand as we walked all the way from Fountain Square. Where you stand now, I've been more times than I can remember. I always wanted
that
to
weasel.
be lifted.
God, look at that 4K. The 4K crispness of that shot on that man's cheek. You can see every pore.
I remember every time it happened, every time the dead lifted me.
What did you post? Free to watch on YouTube if you want to check this out. Oh, we've watched this. Didn't you send this trailer last time? Yeah, we watched this on stream. It might have been you that actually gave it to me. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, the dude that was working against the Reich. And then he got. I would like to watch that movie, actually. Were you saying that the movie is actually on... The movie's not on YouTube, is it? That's not what you were saying. Are you saying the film is free to watch on YouTube? Like, surely that can't be true. Oh shit.
With their truth. It's because I want you to go on. I want Ferrix to continue.
Yeah, I remember this.
In my waning...
It's good stuff. You can send it on YouTube. Oh, that is the film. Video unavailable. Contains content from Studio Canal who has blocked it in your country. Oh my god. Australia has been denied. Why? Why does Studio Canal hate Australia? Use a VPN. Yeah. It's free in the US. I always get confused by like why this kind of thing happens though. Like, why does Australia not get to have it? That's mean. How rude. I'd love to know the reasoning behind stuff like that. I mean, that kind of thing happens a lot. Like, not just what countries get what stuff, but like naming conventions. Like when that Jason Statham and Jet Li movie War. It was a movie called War, and it had Jason Statham versus Jet Li. And when it came out in Australia, they had to change the name to Rogue Assassin. So every time people talk about war on the internet, I don't know what they're talking about, because in our country it's called Rogue Assassin. And I don't know why they do shit like that. Maybe I'll save that link so I can check it out with a VPN at a later date. It does look cool. Why is... That's not the link. What the fuck is happening here? What is happening? This is not the... Wait a minute. Oh my god, that's not even the... Okay, that's the... Okay, I don't know what was going on there. It was going to some, like, French rap. Okay, yeah, I'll keep it on the other screen. Cool, cool, cool. Blip. Yeah, I don't know. I got confused. Like, there was another link that was getting in my way. Hey, look, it's Andor.
We've been sleeping.
Climbing the stairs.
We've had each other and Ferrix, our work, our days. There is a wound that won't heal.
Is that Alec Skarsgård? Great actor.
It's true, maybe fighting's useless.
That guy's about to cry. He's feeling the emotions of the Rebel Alliance.
Fight the Empire!
Yay, too late, fascist. It's kicking off. What's the next one that's coming out? It's we watched the trailer on a previous Sunday. After Ahsoka, Acolyte. Sorry, I was thinking of A words. Ahsoka's the first name that came to mind. The Acolyte. We've watched both the trailers that come out so far for that, but it's hard to figure out how to feel about it. It looks more like a like an Eastern martial arts take on a Star Wars story, like lots of like kung fu, as well as Jedi magic and lightsabers. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doob. Oswald Mosley. It's gonna suck. I feel like I'm 50-50 on the Acolyte. Like, there's things about it that seem like they could be cool from like a Star Wars martial arts film perspective, which is sort of unique, but it could just be another like, oh look, it's just Jedis and Siths doing stuff again. Like, you know, wankery. Just trying to appeal to fans, but it's just the same old shit. What if I got open here? Okay, that's that trailer. This Oswald thing. Ah, here. I didn't pull onto the right screen. There it is. Old Republic, something of a show of that caliber is not going to be able to do it justice. Man, the Knights Old Republic game back on the Xbox, the original OG Xbox, was so good. We could do so much more with the Old Republic if they just like leaned into it.
You both met bad men before. The man would have...
What's this from? Thank you for watching my video to the one and only Sir Oswald Mosley. He did a wonderful job playing this character in Peaky Blinders. Performance is outstanding. What? Editing software Premiere Pro 2020. Music Requiem Lacrimosa.
About to meet is the devil.
Who the fuck is Sir Oswald Mosley?
My name's Mosley. By the way, Oswald Mosley. And let me just say...
Wait, who... The character he's playing in real life? Oh, hang on. Oh, he actually looks quite similar. Except this guy looks a little nerdier than the actor that's playing him. British aristocrat and politician. Disillusioned with mainstream politics, turned to fascism. Oh, fuck. That's not a good thing. So he plays a really good bad guy. I'm assuming. Or hoping.
You've come to my attention.
Sir Oswald.
Sir
And who,
Oswald.
might I ask, are you?
Wait, what's this from? Is this actually from Peaky Blinders? Because they mention it here in the description. Oh, this is actual footage from Peaky Blinders.
Mr. Shelby.
Will we join the others? I have some business.
We would like to talk business.
You are moving away from the party in a different direction.
An evening with a tribe of gypsies. And which direction is that? Mr. Shelby, I do have plans.
Towards fascism.
I will have need of men like you.
That with the dawn of a new
Jesus
decade,
Christ.
Except, of course, there is no other man like you.
Why were Nazis popping up
I will be
everywhere?
setting a new course.
Even in countries where...
There are no people I would rather
Even in countries where they're not relevant, you know what I mean? As in subplot.
be among. No place I would rather be, and no time I would rather be alive.
This music must be, what is it? Requiem Lacrimosa. They got copyright struck down here in this guy's channel.
See the green shoots of another war.
He got away with using the footage from Peaky Blinders, probably because of how much he chopped it up. But the music he chose got him.
The future Prime Minister of this great country, Sir Oswald Mosley.
I have known that.
I love the fact that he doesn't even hide how hard he's leaning into fascism. Like he really just copied the Russian and German aesthetic with his political propaganda.
You're the
Oh, there's the
future
Nazis'
Prime
flags.
Minister, great
Jesus
Britain,
Christ.
West Indeed, I am. Religion was a beast, but it's dead.
Was that... Is that Anya Taylor-Joy? Banging Sir Oswald Mosley? Hold up. Anya Taylor-Joy. Anya Taylor-Joy. Movies and TV shows. The Menu, Queen's Gambit, Radioactive, Emma, the Playmobil movie, which I accidentally clicked on. Fuck me sideways. Maybe I'm not correct. They had a little bit of influence before World War II and 40k members at its peak. Disbanded forcefully in 1940. Well, good. Trash. Peaky Blinders, Gina Gray, 11 episodes. It was Anya Taylor-Joy. Getting boned by a fascist. This is not Anya Taylor-Joy's brightest moment right now.
But it's dead. You have to ride the new thing when it comes. Like a horse.
She's doing well for herself right now, though. Furiosa just came out in the cinemas, and apparently it's amazing. Not quite as good as Fury Road, but like damn good in its own right.
Grab it.
A new conception of politics in which the great character of the British, our true character, will be reborn.
Perish Judah.
Perish Judah.
Perish Judah.
What is he saying? Parish Judah? Someone in the comments translate that. Makes the slogan Europe a nation. Maybe it's a different language for Europe a nation. Parish Judah. There's no direct translating in the comments. No one's talking about it. Oh well.
The message can be summarized with these words.
Parish Judah.
Britain first.
Parish Judah.
For generations, the efforts of hard-working men like you have equipped our competitors against us. The sweated labor of the Orient.
You know what some of his speech, his ranting reminds me of? Andrew Ryan from BioShock. The sweat of your labor has equipped our enemies. Should belong to the working man.
You brave men, you will join hands with the angry youth of Birmingham and Manchester and London and Liverpool and declare that England lives tonight and marches on.
What a dick. Edited by Pyrosync. Good job, Pyrosync. I didn't know there was so many politics in Peaky Blinders. I thought it was all just gang stuff. You know what I mean? German police versus commies. What? How all commies should be treated from the great series Babylon Berlin. How old is this series? This like a BBC's doco? Oh, it's only 4 minutes of it. Germany. I love how much you can tell that's a map painting behind a bunch of green screen dudes. Jeez, that's a lot of cops. Look how many bobbies they got. I'm only calling them bobbies because they got those little hats on. You're gonna get batoned to the jaw. This guy's gonna have a go. This little dude, this little skinny dude's gonna be the tinderbox that sets it all off. This guy pissed right off the second it started. I do like his outfit though. He's got a real Private Dick Noir kind of look going on. So much for your rebellion. It's his fedora. His fedora's rad. That's a main character fedora right there. He gets to leave with a bunch of his own bobbies. Commies. How do you discern whether someone's a commie or not from searching their apartment? You're looking for a diary entry that goes, day 12 of being a commie. Feels good to be a commie. I commied all day. I commied all around town. Did that guy just punch the cat? What the fuck was that? Is this cat a commie? I better punch it just in case. Imagine that actually had a bullet in it though. That would have really fucked up.
Ein bisschen armselig für ein rotes Hauptquartier.
Die wussten doch alle Bescheid, dass wir kommen.
Ja, sicher. Frag dich nur, woher.
Die Straßen sind so hochtot! Die sind scharf! Entdeckung! Die Knaller da! Komm!
Mein lieber Kokoschinski.
Fascist outfits like this, they never seem to realize that by doing all this fucking drama against the stuff that they don't like, they just build it up. They just make it stronger, give it more of a reason to be a rebellion. It's the way it always goes. Almost got shot by your own trucks. Oh yeah, get fucked up. Why would you stand on the balcony when tanks are fucking drilling the street? She kind of deserved that.
Meine Herren, sind die auf Krawall gebürstet?
Oh, this aired on HBO. So it can't have been that long ago. What channel is this? Folly CZ. Okay, so it's not actually HBO's channel. Fair. What the alt-right wishes it was? Oh, wait. That wasn't meant to be alt-right. I misread what you wrote. Star Wars Old Republic 4K Return Cinematic Trailer. I remember this. We went through a period of watching like all of these on stream once. Hold up. What web's SW The Old Republic? Oh, it's their own official channel, is it?
Korriban, ancient birthplace of the Sith.
Is this the one where they fight on the bridge?
All that remained of their evil empire.
No, it's not. It's the one where they fight in the hangar.
I swear, I had no idea what was in those crates. I'm innocent.
You were smuggling Sith artifacts.
Fucking cowboy smuggler.
Fine, keep the artifacts.
Yeah, 1080's fine.
Eyes front. Just inspecting the troops, Corporal. Subtil.
Don't want to fuck with the internet connection while we're streaming.
A great darkness.
The character modeling's starting to show its age a little bit. Still clean though.
Sith Empire has returned. We must warn the Republic. Our shuttles can't
I like this dude's horns.
Well, guess who's got the fastest ship in the
I think this guy's a little bit too over-designed. He looks too much like a cowboy from Evil West. We get it, you're a rogue and a smuggler, but morally questionable rogue smuggler. Oh, come on. I do like the leaning into the Wild West aesthetic with that side-on shot with his duster blowing in the wind, but the little spin was a bit too much. That reminded me too much of Robert Rodriguez's direction in Book of Boba Fett, when he had that dude do the spin when he shot the gun and everyone like vomited basically.
She's not pretty, but she's tough.
Oh, hi, Jeannie.
Captain, prep your ship. This is our fight.
That looks like so much like Revan. That's such a Revan outfit.
T7, prep the iron cannon.
Started late. X-Men 97 was awesome. Yeah, X-Men 97 popped off all the way through the end. And then appeared to stick the landing as well. Flawlessly. Now they're going to make a season 2 that actually lives up to the hype. I don't envy that job. I think one of the reasons people enjoy side Star Wars content like this so much is because they kind of like go hard on the action choreography in a way that the movies kind of don't. Although this is being a little silly sometimes. It's... That little slow-mo moment back there was up there with that, the cowboy doing the spin before he fired his gun. Of over the line a bit of cheese.
On those guns now.
But they're riding that line. Still good. I wish I still enjoyed Star Wars as much as I used to, though. Like, watching the 3 newer movies, I just wasn't feeling very strongly about anything that was going on. And Rise of Skywalker was just so painful. I even kind of liked The Last Jedi a little bit more. Like, that was almost good. When Rey and Kylo Ren almost teamed up at that one point in the middle of the movie, that's probably when I was at my most interested. I wanted them to give up the Sith and the Jedi ways and make their own thing together. That would have been actually fascinating. The funny thing as well is if you actually play the Old Republic MMO that these cinematics are for, the in-game action is like nowhere near this badass. It's typical MMO like number crunching combat. Stats and number crunching. I really hope Outlaws turns out to be solid. Actually, whoa, there was another trailer for that. There was like a story trailer. I'll grab that next because I want to see what Outlaws is up to. Oh, and remind me, I haven't done Assassin's Creed yet. What was the new Assassin's Creed trailer called? Shadows? That red dude is a pretty cool Sith design. Because he looks like a combination of a Sith and Red Skull from Marvel. I just like that part of the song. Yeah, there was some good cinematics of like 2 Padawans that got separated and then came together as adults and had to fight each other, both as Sith and Jedi. And they fought on some bridge and then teamed up to fight a bunch of other stuff that was coming at them on the bridge. And that had some pretty sweet choreography. Whichever cutscene trailer that was a good one. There's just so many for Old Republic. It's hard to keep track. Here it is. Star Wars Outlaws. I think this is a trailer that's also trying to sell you on... what is this? Available August 30. Play up to 3 days early with Gold or Ultimate Edition. Oh, they're selling the pre-order. Ick. Okay, well, whatever. It's not that long a trailer. Sometimes story trailers play like little mini BTSs, and I don't like when they do that.
Each of you
keep it trailer length.
Represents some of the most powerful criminal organizations in the galaxy. Pikes, Crimson Dawn, Huts. It's a golden age for the underworld. The Empire.
Wonder if we'll see new footage.
Of the galaxy, but they're distracted by a rebellion that won't quit.
I feel like they keep showing us the same gameplay ever since the Expo reveal.
Okay, Vex.
There's a girl.
The underworld's favorite new scoundrel.
Hell yeah.
We meet at last.
See, I like her better than, as far as scoundrels and rogues go, I like her better than that
and lethal.
Than that dark cowboy from the previous cutscene.
And now he wants you gone.
She just looks like a real chick.
Buy your freedom.
This job
and not like a
death wish.
A developed video game character.
Out here,
sweet.
You die by your reputation.
I hope we get to go to all those planets and explore them ourselves.
Know the players.
Come on, game, deliver.
Come back when you're not.
Jabba, right? Look, don't try anything. I got a whole crew surrounding the... Okay, we're skipping that part.
For about as long as I can remember, it's just been me and Nyx.
Love Nyx.
Doing what we have to survive. This job is my one shot.
I want to see what more of the combat
But if we're gonna pull
mechanics
this off,
are with Nyx as
we
a
need the right crew
sidekick.
and the right ship. Yes. Hang on.
Cool.
Hire you because you were one of the best hunters.
I don't think we've seen this guy before. He seems to be new for this trailer.
More connected than you let on, Slero.
Slero?
Is mixed up in something bigger.
Fucking hell, Star Wars naming conventions can sometimes be ridiculous. I'm not taking a villain named Slero seriously.
Piece of the galaxy. But all I want is to live free. So I'm gonna risk it all. Hold on, Nick!
I know this is probably going to play a bit like a open world Ubisoft game. Because they all kind of gel together a little bit. But what I'm hoping is that it leans more into playing like an Uncharted. I want to play Star Wars Uncharted as that chick. If it's a nice 50-50 balance of Star Wars Uncharted and typical Ubisoft open world sandbox, that's good enough for me. Like, I can roll with that. I can roll hard with that. Outlaws looks great. AC in Japan is a shoo-in for me. Yeah, I just brought that up in another tab. I got to check out Assassin's Creed Shadows still. I still haven't watched that trailer. I'm keen to catch up. I missed a couple of things, a couple of big things. This, I can tell this is the trailer that they got all the unflattering screenshots of what's her name? You know, the people that were trying to make this game look bad and were trying to undersell the main character, saying that like she looked ugly and whatever the fuck the complaint was. I can tell this is the trailer they did it from, because there are some close-ups where if you get it at just not the right frame, she can look a little bit doughy. But that's not a slight at the trailer or the game itself or the graphics. It's just, you can do that in live action as well. If you get just the right frame of an actor talking or about to perform some kind of action, you can get them looking pretty doughy. And there's a couple of close-ups in here where I was like, ooh, I think I've seen this exact shot. Hold up. I think this might have been one of the shots, this close-up of her, which actually looks fine, but I think they were trying to sell that, like, her proportions were weird, like her head was too wide or something, and I don't know, whatever. They're all wankers. Like, get over it. Nyx, on the other hand, what a little adorable boy. I hope there's lots of Nyx gameplay mechanics. Yeah, she looks cool, man. I don't know what people's problem is. She doesn't look like any other female main character of a game that I've played. That's the thing. Like, how many times have we played a game like Stellar Blade where we play as the same Japanese sex doll chick with long black hair in a ponytail? Like, that was one of my issues with that game, is that she looks good from a, like, that she's hot point of view, but she looks like every hot, like, softcore hentai game character. Like, she kind of, like, blends together with all of that types of shit. I like how real she looks. It's kind of the Aloy thing. Horizon is another good example. Aloy looks unique, like no other female main character of anything else you've watched or played. And sells as real. She looks like she could be like a real human being. In aesthetic. Which is neat. Fans are pissed at Star Wars Outlaws and should be. Well, I'm not clicking on that. That is clickbait and a half. Fuck off. We're not falling for that shit. I'm keen. I'm willing to, if I had to, you know how sometimes we watch trailers and you either go, this looks great based on that trailer, or this trailer's not doing this justice. This is looking a little shoddy. And then sometimes you're 50-50 in between. Like, I'm not sure whether to glean whether this looks good or bad based on the trailer. I feel like this is leaning in the good direction. I know people are still treating it like it's leaning in the bad, but for me personally, every trailer and bit of footage I've seen of this, I'm optimistic about this one. I think it'll be decent. Even if it gets average reviews, let's say if it gets like 7 out of 10s, I feel like that's still good enough. That's in between 7 and 10 is where I feel like this game could easily land from what I've seen so far. I'm willing to feel good about that one. What was the game we saw earlier where I was the opposite, where I was full 50-50? Before Genie showed up. What was the game that we watched the trailer for? Shit. I don't remember. Fook. Wait, where's my history? Quiet Place, Elsa, Mufasa, Twisters. Deadpool, Wolverine, we watched them already. Wicked, Beverly Hills Cop. Actually, maybe it was Beverly Hills Cop. I don't think it was a game. I think I felt that way about Beverly Hills Cop. It was so 50-50, it let me thinking that it was probably going to turn out shit. Yeah, maybe. Okay, never mind. I'm willing to stay in the cross fingers territory for Outlaws. I think it looks cool. I'm behind that one. Wait, was that... What? Hang on. Did I just see a thumbnail for a Netflix announcement for the next Knives Out movie? Just before I close that window? Hang on. Let me look for it. I swear to God I saw the logo. Holy shit, I think I did. I just found it. Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery title announcement. Oh, it's a title announcement. That means they made a whole trailer just to tell us what the fucking name of the movie is going to be called, which you get from just the headline of the YouTube video. This is going to have nothing in it because they haven't filmed anything yet. From writer director Ryan Johnson.
The Knives came out.
Good movie.
Then behold, the glass was shattered.
Not as good, but still pretty damn good.
But my most dangerous case yet is about to be revealed.
Interesting name, though. Wake Up Dead Man. It's provocative. Gets the people going. Daniel Craig returns as Benoit Blanc, 2025. I love that Benoit Blanc has become like an icon. Right up there with like Sherlock Holmes. Like, what an awesome new franchise for whodunits. Fuck Agatha Christie. We need that new blood. Daniel Craig's got us, man. How long is this movie series going to go on? Hopefully indefinitely. I'd rather watch a Benoit Blanc movie than a Agatha Christie, than a Sherlock Holmes at this point. I'm sick and tired of people doing takes of Sherlock Holmes. I did not like the Robert Downey one. I'm tired of Guy Ritchie's big budget Hollywood bullshit. He needs to go back to making UK street thug trash. That's where he was at his best. Luther's pretty good. When it comes to crime procedural stuff and like solving mysteries, I'd say that Benoit Blanc and Luther are the two most interesting modern franchises of the newer stuff. Although I think Luther's might have petered out already at this point. And I love that they leaned into Benoit Blanc being gay as well. Like, he didn't have to be. He just kind of had that fey southern drawl kind of thing going on. But then they went, you know what? Let's chuck Hugh Grant in the next movie as his stay-at-home boyfriend. We won't actually call attention to it. We won't say it out loud, but we'll just plant the obvious thing in there so people know for sure. And all the righties can go neck themselves and open fire with automatic shotguns on their Bud Light cans Dickheads. I don't like these kind of title announcements though, because it's kind of a waste of marketing. Just tell us what the fucking title is in a press release. We can look at an article on or a tweet on Twitter that basically goes, title's been announced, it's called Wake Up Dead Man. We don't need like a trailer, which is just because I can make this in an afternoon with After Effects. I've got like the 3D text tool. I can make this entire trailer myself in one afternoon with just a couple of 3D assets. We don't need to do it this way. Just tell us. We'll be good. We love your movies. We ain't gonna be pissy about it. What was I gonna do? Oh, Assassin's Creed. Sorry, I got sidetracked by I got completely sidetracked by Knives Out series because I got excited. Benoit Blanc. All right, let's not dawdle on Assassin's Creed anymore. Let's get this done. Because when did this come out? Oh, only 10 days ago. I've only missed it by a little bit over a week and a half. I heard this trailer, even though it's no gameplay, is pretty high production value. Here comes the Asino. This game is an uphill battle though, because there's other games set in feudal Japan with samurais and ninjas that this has to go up against. Like Ghost of Tsushima.
Our land,
The bar is high, man, for this aesthetic.
our customs.
Looks
my
nice though.
family burns in the name of unity.
That's why I thought Assassin's Creed was avoiding this era, this vibe. Because there were too many other games that have done this and are still doing this, even now, like Rise of the Ronin. We got some tight choreography. I think the Assassin's Creed parkour system is probably gonna be most reminiscent. Ooh,
Who knows nothing of the sea?
it's Yasuke,
The ocean's
the Black
filled with
Samurai.
ships, but they all come from the same river.
I have a feeling this is going to lean into being the most like Assassin's Creed 3, with all the parkour through the trees. There's going to be a lot of ninja parkouring through the trees in the forest in this.
Vengeance.
What a badass. Think you can stop a black samurai? The only black samurai with a couple of bullets? You think this is rookie hour? Come on now.
And you, will you continue down that river?
He's got a cool
Choose
look.
another path beyond what we see.
Every time someone adapts this Yasuke
together
character, he always looks a little different, but this is a good look for him, I think. I like this one. I like it better than that anime on Netflix that did him.
We must learn to trust.
Like he's a beefcake of a man. He's an absolute unit. But there's a softness to his face, there's a charm
Then follow the
that I think is a good balance. Feudal Japan has got such great architecture for Assassin's Creed environmental action. Like the climbing and the parkour stuff. I don't really like this needle drop they just did though. This sounds like something Tarantino would do, and I wasn't getting a Tarantino vibe from this trailer until just now. So I'm guessing they're both going to be playable characters. He's going to be the brawling melee all violence character, and she's going to be the stealth character. Kind of like how in Ghost of Tsushima you could basically choose the two paths, but you're just the one character.
That served the light.
Oh, that's new. Okay, cool. Big finish. Yes. Okay. I like that. End it with a new feature that Assassin's Creed hasn't seen before. A 90-degree rotatable hidden blade. So you can turn your assassin knife into just another melee option in a direct fight for unique combos and takedown potential, I guess. That was cool. That was a very well-produced CGI short film. I just like, as much as that was awesome, all that really means is that the CGI animators basically made a really good short film. Like, there's nothing about that reflects the game. So by saying that was awesome, it doesn't really translate to the game. Like, I can't decide if I think the game's going to be awesome or not based on that alone. Like, this is one I think specifically I need to see the in-game graphics. Like a little vertical slice of the gameplay. Because there are just too many competitors that are doing the exact same thing. Like, we need to see how this stands up against Rise of the Ronin and Ghost of Tsushima and stuff like that. Because if it falls even a tiny bit short, it's going to drop pretty far down in people's, in the zeitgeist, in pop culture popularity. It's not going to be fair. It can look and move really good, but just slightly not as good as Ghost of Tsushima. And it's going to make it look far worse in comparison. People are going to be extra mean to it just for not quite reaching the Tsushima bar. Whereas if Ghost of Tsushima didn't exist, people would just be calling it like a 9 or 10 out of 10, you know what I mean? Like, that's the unfortunate position this game finds itself in. It has to surpass, because if it's even just slightly around the same level, but maybe a notch below, it's just going to get pantsed. People are just going to be unreasonably mean to it. And it's not going to deserve it. But, I mean, them's the breaks. They were too late. They were too late out of the gate. They've been pipped. This happens in gaming all the time, though. Games take like fucking 2 to 3 years to make sometimes, especially the big ones. It's not uncommon to be working on something when it's still fresh, and then by the time your release date comes around, it's not fresh. Like 2 or 3 other studios got ahead of you, and now your game is average. Where if you'd come out first, it would have been like the new hotness. And that's fucking depressing. Ooh. Let's go from... hang on. Okay. I know I just called the Assassin's Creed Shadow situation depressing, but let's go from depressing to depressing. I completely forgot for a second then that Francis Ford Coppola released a trailer for his new Megalopolis movie, which I remember people losing their minds on Twitter over, in the sense that it's so divisive. Here's what I heard. When this film played in Cannes, there were people giving it a standing ovation and people walking out of the movie for thinking it was trash. Both things happened. Which means this is going to be one of those movies that's such a auteur-driven, uniquely arty thing that you're either going to love it to death and think it's the greatest thing ever, or you're going to hate it and think it's absolute trash. And then no in between. And I don't expect any less from Francis Ford Coppola, to be honest.
When does an empire die?
Oh, this is sci-fi, by the way.
Collapse in one terrible moment.
And it's got Adam Driver.
No. But there comes a time.
And Lawrence Fishburne, I didn't know that. Cool.
Don't let them out.
What the fuck?
Destroy the forever.
That's trippy.
Ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages, welcome.
Oh, they've gone back to like Roman aesthetic, but within science fiction.
Is this way we're living the only one that's available to us?
Oh my god. I'm kind of on board, man. It's so unique. So fucking unique.
ask these questions, when there's a dialogue about them,
Was that Shia LaBeouf?
that basically is a utopia.
I think I just saw Shia LaBeouf's face. Like briefly in the crowd. Megalopolis, a fable. Okay. Wait. Yeah, I did see Shia LaBeouf. Giancarlo Esposito, didn't see him. John Voight, interesting. Jason Schwartzman, amazing. Dustin Hoffman, didn't see him either. Aubrey Plaza. Oh, that's gonna be mad. Aubrey Plaza in a dystopian Blade Runner kind of future sci-fi movie. I reckon she's gonna look sick. It's gonna be the hottest we've ever seen Aubrey Plaza. Kind of like how in Blade Runner 2044, what was it called? 47? Whatever that movie was. What that movie did for, what's her name? Chickadee. Why have I forgotten her name? No, not Anya Taylor-Joy. Ana de Armas. Ana del Armas. Yeah. I want to see that version of Aubrey Plaza, please. Yes, please, and thank you. I couldn't make heads or tails of the story, obviously, and I didn't think we were going to. Because, you know, Francis Ford Coppola science fiction art film. But what I think is going on is that this version of a sci-fi Blade Runner-esque dystopia has shifted back to the way Rome worked. They've gone full Roman again. They've rewound. But it's still within the context of a sci-fi urban setting. Which is so trippy, and I love it. What do people think? Brilliant. Studio said, nah, I can't market it. Coppola said, I'll do it myself. Now it's number 2 on trending. I don't understand how a studio can bank on Madam Web, but not a film from a legendary filmmaker. I think this might be a movie that Sony turned down to make Madam Web. And Francis Ford Coppola had to self-finance. Which is insane. I feel like even if it's not a good movie, I feel like I'm still going to enjoy watching something like this. I feel like that's just a given. Because sometimes if something's unique and auteur-driven enough, being good or bad stops meaning anything. It just becomes interesting no matter what. Like, it's still worth your money no matter what side of the fence, good or bad, you fall on the ultimate end result, the ultimate verdict. But it's not a waste of money, and it's not boring. I like failed experiments way more than just a straight bad or boring movie. And only real auteurs can give you that. It's kind of like when the Wachowskis produced that Speed Racer experiment. And the experiment was to see if we could one-for-one copy and make a family-friendly 70s anime. And technically they succeeded in doing exactly what they set out to do. It just was a mess. Like, it didn't... The one-for-one copying of those two forms, it didn't make for a as good or better movie. Like, this is why you adapt things, why you make necessary changes or in style or vibe or technical aspects when you turn things into a film. But I love it for that. Like, I really enjoy Speed Racer. It is a failed experiment and not technically a good movie, but I love it for that. And I've watched it many, many times and enjoy it a lot. And there's a lot of movies like that that I could add to that list as well. But maybe we'll do that. That's an idea for a tier list in the future, I think. One day in the future, we should do a tier list of failed experiments movies that are awesome, but not technically good movies. Just interesting movies for what they were trying to achieve and how they succeeded in achieving it, even though it didn't equal a good film. I think that would be a great list. We'll do that. Megalopolis, from the reactions I've been hearing, might be one of those, and I'm even more excited because of it. Arrest me, but make it sexy. Daddy of a cop. Oh, you know what else I didn't do yet? How did I forget this? I just saw it come on my relateds. I didn't watch the full official trailer for Beetlejuice, the sequel. We watched the teaser on stream many Sundays ago. 2 days ago. Okay, so this is very, very fresh. 2 days ago, we got the final proper actual trailer for this thing. And I am freaking out, man. This is not a movie that I want to crash and burn. I need this to be good. I watched the VHS copy of this as a kid over and over again. I've got some nostalgia tickets invested in this shit. And I don't want to see them go to waste. Please, God.
Here's a preview.
Hang on. Who made this? Tim Burton and Oscar nominee with Michael reunite for Peter. Okay, so it is Tim Burton. That's optimistic. I'm glad that it's Tim Burton coming back and doing it himself. It doesn't automatically fill me with hope, because Tim Burton has been making some pretty trash films lately. His track record has been faltering hard. So, I don't know, I'm a little scared, but okay, let me stop stopping this.
Here's a preview. Be warned, it's intense.
Okay, we could have gone without that little opening. That was weird. They're really milking the banana song in both the teaser and the trailer.
Can't believe Grandpa's dead.
Death is hard.
I can believe Grandpa's dead because he's dead in real life. Or wasn't he a convicted pedophile? He's either a convicted pedophile or he actually died in real life, one of the two. So they had to write him out of the movie immediately.
Yeah, sometimes I think life is harder.
She's as emo as her mom. She's such good casting, though.
A trickster demon terrorized our entire family and tried
Who?
to force me to marry him.
Let me just make sure one or the other. Hang on. The principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He was the dad in Beetlejuice, the original Beetlejuice. Jeffrey Jones. This guy. That's him in Beetlejuice. Right there. From the banana scene. This looks like his mugshot. Uh-oh. We've got mugshots. Not looking good. There's him in Ferris Bueller. As the principal that basically is that movie's Wile E. Coyote. Chasing Ferris around town and always getting fucked up because of it. Yeah, if you're old enough to have seen a lot of 80s and 90s movies, you remember this guy showing up in a lot of stuff. Why can't I open this correctly? Fuck you, Reddit. Okay, fuck it. I was hoping I can open it bigger. Yeah, he's in heaps of stuff back in that era of filmmaking. He was a real character actor, that one. Oh, he was in the Tim Burton movie. The black and white one. Ed Wood. He's in Ed Wood as well. He's all over the place, man. All right. Let's get the skinny real quick. So he's not dead. He's 77 years old. He was an Amadeus. Here it is. Criminal offenses, child pornography. Okay, so it was the worst of the two. I was kind of hoping that he was just dead. I know that's kind of like fucking weird to hope that a person was dead, but having died is a lesser fate than having turned out to be a child pedophile. Why did I say child pedophile? I think the child part is automatic. That is redundant. Following leads into the investigation on Paul Rubens. Interesting. Jones is investigated for possessing child pornography and soliciting a 14-year-old to give him explicit images. He then photographed the child and paid him to pose nude on multiple occasions wearing a cowboy hat. Oh no. It was worse than I remembered. Released on bond. Pleaded not guilty. Well, if they caught you doing it, then you're fucked. No contest. The victim initiated a separate civil action against him. Misdemeanor charge was dropped following a no contest plea. The attorney emphasized that there was no allegations of improper physical contact. Yeah, but still, he photographed a naked kid. No jail time, but had to register as a sex offender. Is on the database. Arrested twice for failing to update his status. So I guess he just vanished off the face of the earth, even if he's not like currently locked up in prison. Because he's on the sex offender register, he basically just can't do anything. He can't work, he can't act. He can't exist in any suburb without everyone knowing what he's about. That's his life now. He was in Howard the Duck. Forgot about that too. The Pest. Man, he had a good run. And it's all over. Television, other works. He was a voice in Fallout 2. In the second Fallout game. I didn't even know that. Well, now you know. And that's why he's not in the Beetlejuice sequel. They literally start off both trailers going, hanging out at his funeral going, oh man, it's too bad he's dead. Let's not talk about that man ever again. Remember that statue? Remember that statue? On the lawn? That statue comes to life and wraps around one of the characters. I remember that thing. Iconic.
When I was a teenager, a trickster demon terrorized our entire family and tried to force me to marry him.
He's wacky, that Beetlejuice.
I believed he was gone forever until you found this in the attic.
Ew.
Ew.
Who's Beetlejuice?
Don't say it 2 more times.
Ever say that name?
Beetlejuice.
Don't.
No, Astrid, I am serious.
Don't, or the movie's gonna happen.
Say his name 3 times. He will appear.
Too late. Michael Keaton's here.
Beetlejuice.
The juice is loose.
I'm gonna make you so happy.
He's basically Bugs Bunny. He's just a meaner Bugs Bunny.
The living.
I'm guessing the plot now... Holy shit. Is that Monica Bellucci as a Frankenstein demon? Right there. Okay, so I'm guessing the plot now is that he's going to try... He tried to force Lydia to marry him before. Now he's going to try to marry her daughter. Ick. Ick. Jesus Christ, that's awesome. I love Monica Bellucci. She's so gorgeous. She's quite... Jenny Ortega's a daughter. Yeah, perfect casting. I mean, Jenna Ortega as the daughter of Winona Ryder's character from the first Beetlejuice, you can't cast that any better than that. That is spot on. Like, that is a home run shot of casting right there. This, on the other hand, bringing back Monica Bellucci and making her a babe again, but like an undead Frankenstein demon babe, fuck yes. God, I love Monica Bellucci. She's quite old now. I think she's in her 60s. So the last couple of movies and things I've seen her in, she's kind of playing her age more. She's not quite doing the sizzling what's the word? Like sex icon kind of thing she used to do. Like when she was in movies like Shoot 'Em Up and the second Matrix. You know, she's like the Merovingian's wife, the vampire chick. Yeah, she reminds me a bit of Denise Richards. They're both characters that through a particular era were like the hottest thing ever. Like every time you see them in the movie, you're just like, oh, good lord, they're attractive. And then once they got over a certain age, they kind of vanished, and Hollywood stopped doing stuff with them. But then if you see them again, like in the future, in like things like this, you realize like even in their older age, they're still babes.
Dad, can they
And they really should be used more.
That's what we're here to find
Hopefully this isn't all just references to the first movie. And bad CGI planes. Willem Dafoe.
Where's Beetlejuice?
Oh my god, the dinky stop motion snake demon. Perfect.
Beetlejuice.
Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid.
You're a figment of my imagination.
Really?
Who's that
Is this
loser?
a figment of your imagination?
I do like that they're keeping the visual effects like somewhat jank. To like match with the first movie. Like when they're out in that desert, it looks so green screen. And the snake is like so like low frame rate stop motion that doesn't fit with everything else. It's like exactly like the first movie, and I appreciate that. I'm in this for Monica Bellucci right now. I did not expect that to be an element, but I am heavily invested in the Monica Bellucci thing. I hope there's not too much like CG like this, where it's obviously like just fully computer rendered. Because then it's going to start to feel like The Mask. I don't want Beetlejuice to feel like The Mask. Because Beetlejuice has a certain Bugs Bunny-esque nature to him. He just fucking does weird shit. But he doesn't fully 100%, well, let's say 200% lean into the Bugs Bunny aesthetic like The Mask does. Where it's just straight up a cartoon character. I don't want it to fall in that. Okay, also Willem Dafoe. I think that's my trifecta right now. Willem Dafoe, Monica Bellucci, and Jenna Ortega. Which is funny because it's all new characters. Like, the things I'm the most excited for aren't any of the original shit from the first film. Like, any of the carryover actors or elements or ideas. It's really just, like, the newest actors that I'm excited to see in a Beetlejuice film. Where was that awesome shot of Monica? Come on, where is it? Oh, there we go. Fuck, she looks good. I'm going to screenshot that for later. Don't ask why. Did I just fuck that up? Yep, there we go. Nah, 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 nah. Oh, there's another one. Yes. Blup. Hang on, I gotta send these to my ex, who will agree with me about Monica Bellucci's hotness factor. This shot of this plane crashing is pretty bad. This is maybe the only bad shot in the trailer. That looks like shit. That looks like After Effects that I could probably do. Oh, wait. Actually, I've seen this on Twitter. Wait a minute. I think that's Danny DeVito. Let me see if I can get a good shot of this. That'll do. Blap. Okay, after this, I've seen zoomed in shots of this, I think, when this trailer first dropped. And then I tried very hard not to see any more spoilers of this shit. I've lost it. Wait. I've really lost it. Hang on. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me zoom it in. There. That's Danny DeVito. I didn't know he was in the movie either until I saw this screenshot, which is what tipped me off that there was a new trailer out. And people saying that it's the only footage they've got so far of Danny DeVito being in the movie. As some kind of undead janitor, I suppose, who's got blue skin for question mark reasons. Who's this guy supposed to be? Is he the new dude that's dating her after her pedophile husband died? In the movie storyline. Maybe. They've dolled her up a little bit. I don't know how to feel about this in general, though. Like, it's impossible to tell if this is going to be a good movie or not. It really is. Especially because of Tim Burton's track record being as shaky as M. Night Shyamalan's lately. But there's things in the trailer that excite me, so like, I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, I suppose. Good for it. Good luck, Beetlejuice. Good luck, Beetlejuice. Good luck, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, 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 Beetlejuice. Is there a new Batman game? I know that's a really random tangent because we were just talking about Beetlejuice, but a couple of times now while we've been looking at other stuff, I've been seeing a Batman thumbnail go past. And it has the word Arkham in it. Let me just... hang on. I lost it again. Nope, there it is. There it is. Batman Arkham Shadow. Teaser trailer for the next game in the Batman Arkham franchise. Are you kidding me? Why isn't this a bigger deal? Yo. Oh, it's 49 seconds. It's probably going to be a teaser that shows nothing. All right. That's probably why people aren't talking about it. Oh, that's why people aren't talking about it. It's a VR game for MetaQuest only. It's a VR exclusive to Quest. Sure. So that's kind of a double whammy. A lot of people still aren't on the VR bandwagon, unless you're specifically into VR already. Like, everybody else doesn't give a shit. So as soon as you go, oh, look, it's Batman Arkham, everyone's like, really? And then you go VR, and then you lose like 50% of the audience, maybe 60%. I'd say maybe closer to 65%. Because VR is just, the uptake is a bit too slow, and still is. People need to really be getting on that bandwagon. The other problem is it's a MetaQuest exclusive, which means that even among the VR community, you've just, once again, sliced the audience in half. It's just re-50-50'd. Because there's a lot of people that are into VR, but a lot of those people are on the Index or on the Vive. Not so much Quest users. You're only getting the Quest audience from that. And that's the problem, because the Quest is the only headset that exclusives things. Every other headset basically just plays their VR games off Steam and shares them. So MetaQuest is kind of like the the black sheep of the VR family. Because it's doing its own thing in the corner, like Nintendo. The PSVR. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Technically, PSVR does have a few exclusives of its own. It's just not as... they don't quite have quite as much as the Quest has been throwing at the wall. But yeah, that is true. I wasn't counting it because it's console VR, which hasn't like been up to the standard of PC VR, so I've sort of ignored it. But to be fair, PSVR 2 for the PlayStation 5 has bridged the gap. A lot of my issues with console VR have been solved with the PSVR 2. So I do have to give it a bit more clout for that. Especially the controllers thing. Now that they have proper 1-for-1 controllers, like the Vive and the Index does, I mean, that's a huge problem that they've solved for me. And then the tech specs as well is right up there. It still can't quite accomplish what the Index and the Vive can do with a good computer. But for console VR, it's pretty much indistinguishably close. Like, there's no reason to nitpick anymore, the differences. Because the human eye can only tell so many differences. I'm still keen. I don't have a MetaQuest, but I like where we're going with this. Because the previous Batman Arkham game for VR was more of a experience not a game. And it was only about 40-45 minutes long. So we have room for like a proper VR game here. Which I'm guessing is going to have something to do with Scarecrow. The fuck was that? Sometimes the MetaQuest and the PlayStation VR actually share exclusives between the two of them and leave everybody else out. Like that blue... Was it Blue Giant? Something like that. And the one about the mouse. What was the mouse game? Mosque. Was it Mosque? Something like that. Those games are exclusive to just the Quest and the PlayStation VR. So those are examples of like pretty high profile like first party VR games that are like 10 out of 10 kind of reviewed games that are sharing exclusivity between PlayStation and Quest. I don't like when that happens. I prefer that to happen less. But whatever. I prefer technically to have all of the above. I have an Index, but I would love to have a PlayStation VR 2 and a Quest 3 as well. That would be groovy. But that's money. And I'm in anti-money land right now. With everything that's going on with me. Someday. Maybe someday I'll be rich and I can do all the things. And I can start doing proper YouTube content by having my own editors that I pay to turn streaming content into YouTube videos. That'd be so much fun. I think you have to make an effort to do the editing yourself and basically run yourself ragged first before you can get anywhere where you can actually afford to pay people to do it for you. Like the big wigs do. Necrobouncer. Official Nintendo Switch. I don't know what Necrobouncer is. I'm going to get distracted. Sorry. Let me bail on Batman Arkham Shadow real quick. I don't know what the reference in the rats is. Is there a Batman villain that's specific to rats? I know in DC that you've got Ratcatcher because he was in Suicide Squad. But I doubt that the entire Batman Arkham VR game that's coming up is going to be all focused on Ratcatcher, of all people, as a solo Batman villain. I assume they were leaning into Scarecrow. Because seeing a whole bunch of marauding plague rats is something that, like, Scarecrow could probably conjure up in your brain. Unless there's a rat-based Batman-specific villain that I'm not thinking of. That's not Ratcatcher, because that's DC generic. That's not good enough for a Batman exclusive villain. Some kind of Pied Piper... No, wait, that is Ratcatcher. That is sort of based on the Pied Piper aesthetic already. Never mind. I'll stop talking now. We should probably... I should probably get to what we're here for. The big goal of tonight was to watch the Xbox showcase. ID at Xbox 2024. That IGN put together. The streaming clip is 3 hours, but that's not accurate. The actual showcase is about 45 minutes because there is a 55-minute lead-in to the streaming VOD. And then after the 45-minute showcase, there's a really long section of that thing that IGN does where they have interviews with people where they show gameplay footage, which we don't care about. It's going to be Ratcatcher. Really? See, Ratcatcher isn't a very interesting or even high-profile DC character to base an entire Batman game around. That's an odd pull. Don't know how I feel about that. But I mean, if they can do something interesting with it that we don't expect, if they can make Ratcatcher a thing, if they can make fetch happen. All right. I'll make this the last thing we do for tonight. This 40-minute Xbox showcase, and then I'll clear out. I wanted to keep this stream a bit shorter because of how late I started, but I mean, whatever. It didn't happen anyway. It's become a almost normal length Sunday stream. Let me pull closer a little bit. Let's see what you got. The amount of ads on this video is ridiculous. Well, we have premium, so not worried about that.
Packed reveal trailer.
Okay. Ready. I'm ready. I wish I had more snacks. I wish I didn't eat the entire butterscotch Snickers so quickly.
ID at Xbox is finally here.
Yo.
IGN and Xbox teamed up to bring you an exclusive look at some of the most exciting upcoming indie games in a showcase jam-packed with new trailers, never-before-seen gameplay, and more.
New trailers is rad.
Followed by a
We
special
want new
episode
trailers.
of IGN's weekly Xbox show, Podcasts Unlocked.
No, we're not doing that.
What's happening,
We're not
Welcome
watching
to Podcast
2 hours of a
Unlocked, with deeper
podcast on
dives
stream.
some of the coolest games. And you won't have to miss a second of it because the 2024 ID at Xbox Showcase kicks off right this second.
Yeah, boy. Fantasy violence. That's what we're here for. Starting out with an action-adventure that's got some of the most generic graphics I've ever seen. There's not much personality to this art style. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe they just want to get out of the way. It's so generic, I can't remember if we've actually seen other trailers of this game before. And that's a problem. You just stand out in this gaming landscape, man. I can't tell if this plays like a Zelda-style game or if this plays like a faster-paced Souls-like. Or something in between. Aster. Blade of the Monolith. I'm not going to remember that name at all. I'm not going to remember these graphics. I'm not going to remember the name. It is by Tiny Build. Tiny Build have got a pretty decent track record. I've played so many Tiny Build games on stream. Just by pure chance.
Hello and welcome to the 2024 ID at Xbox Showcase live on IGN. We just kicked things off with a brand new look at Aster, Blade of the Monolith.
It's just the first of many awesome games we'll be checking out today. We're
I
going
love
to be
that she
showing
came
off
in the
a ton
Xbox
of great
color
indies
scheme, the
that
green
will
and the
be
black.
making their way to Xbox and PC
Well played.
in the near future.
We'll be
Give this
reviewing
woman a
some
raise.
never-before-seen games, plus taking closer looks at some of the most anticipated.
The other two of you are
releases
fired.
And doing a few live Let's Plays, so you can see these games in action. And when is all this happening exactly? Oh,
Right
that's the best
now.
part, Damon. It's happening right now.
Right now, baby.
33 Immortals.
33 Immortals. I'm not... They're starting out with a lot of games that I don't really care too much about. We've seen heaps of trailers for 33 Immortals already, and I like the...
33 Immortals is a 33
I like the developer
roguelike game
behind
where
it.
You pick up your controller and go on epic
But I
raids
don't think
in
this looks that
increasingly difficult
exciting.
Regions. Your goal is to fight and survive together with as many players as possible in each region.
The
There are
33
plenty of
player
ways
thing
to
is cool,
cooperate. Stick together, heal each other,
but I'm just not excited by this game.
fight together.
You're
Revive one
captured.
another. Only together will you eventually unlock the Ascension battle. Then, with your allies, ascend to the region's final arena and challenge that region's massive boss. The first
That's
rule
pretty
of
cool.
success. Bring
That's
with
well
you
animated.
as many
Love it.
players as possible. Lucifer is Inferno's big boss, and he is brutal.
So it's a game that encourages
Fighting
cheesing
together
it as much as
is the
possible
key
with
to
as many
defeating Lucifer.
with as many plays as you
If
can bring
there are
along
33
as you can
of
muster.
That will give you the best chance at victory. But don't despair if there are fewer. Fortune favors the bold. Second, avoid his deadly attacks. Frozen Hate, Last Betrayal, and Eternal Sorrow will deal unavoidable, unblockable damage.
I love how
if
redundant that
you're
advice
caught in
is.
the area of effect.
Avoid his
Third,
deadly attacks.
Know your weapons. Take
That's
advantage of
every
each
boss
player's
fight
unique skills
that's
and
ever
weapons
existed.
to tackle Lucifer's formidable
No one's
challenges,
tanking it to the
whether they're
face,
his own
thinking that
attacks
that's the
or
right thing
those
to
done
do.
by his minions. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, stick together and cooperate. Use your co-op powers wisely. Your group's collective strength is essential to defeating our powerful boss.
Maybe that's
Unlocking
why I'm
access
not
to the
interested in
next
this
region,
game.
which will not only feature
I don't like
tougher
how much it
enemies, but
relies
also
on
tougher bosses.
online
More to come on those
players
new regions and
for the
bosses real
concept.
soon.
Xbox. That was 33 Immortals, an action roguelite that lets you squad up with 32 friends.
Finally, a co-op game for popular people like me that have exactly 32 friends.
It's weird
Nope.
that you counted, but I'm happy for you, I guess.
It sounds like I'm about to have 31 friends.
I don't believe
Hey
you.
guys, come on, we're all pals here. And you know where else you'll find some pals?
You have only one friend and it's not her.
Well, yeah, so much for the surprise. Anyway, here's what's next for Pal World.
I want to see new stuff. Where are the world exclusives? World premiere. Exclusive. Man, I still haven't tried this yet. It's on Game Pass. I could take a shot anytime I want, but it's just, you know, not urgent. And I really don't like games that are still in early access. It really frustrates me. Are these new Pokemon? Is that what you're advertising? Introducing the new mushroom Pokemon. Here it is on fire, suffering greatly at the hands of the player, you sick fuck. Oh, it's 4 new. 4 new Pokemon. Can you actually build that? With the in-game crafting mechanics? That'd be cool. Make your own little Asian pagoda. Blood, language, violence, use of alcohol, use of tobacco. Interesting. Is this the Blade game? It is not. Unless the Blade game is now isometric. It takes place in World War II. Or 1. Can't tell which yet. Is this Commando? I think this is a Commando sequel and or remake. Yeah, this is the Green Beret dude. The one that can bury himself in snow and ambush soldiers. Not a game I want to play with a controller, though. They look like they're optimizing it to be able to do it that way, but definite mouse and keyboard game. Commando's Origins. So is that a new spin-off, or is the Origins just the name of the remake? That's the question. Remade from the ground up, mainly. Enough changes to make a new name out of it. What is this? Serenity Forge. Hack? Oh. Took me a while to read that. I thought it said Halk. Oh, it's a first-person point-and-click with pixel graphics. Kind of like Norco that we played the other day. Except more pixely. How many of the Xbox announcements in 2 weeks do you think will be multi-platform? I'd say most. Microsoft hasn't been trying or emphasizing as hard as Sony does with the whole first-party exclusive thing anymore. What is going on? This is a trip. There's some nightmare fuel in this. Pixel art nightmare fuel. That's a cat phone. Do not like. I like that thing at least better than the cat phone. What the fuck? This is like Norco if it was actually like legitimately a horror game. I would be surprised if you told me this was made by the same developer actually. Centum? 100.bat. That's not the full name, is it? Better not be, that's a terrible name. Oh, just sent him. Okay. Semtum looks like
Hello, little bird.
an absolute head trip. So, thumbs up to it for achieving that at least.
Goodbye, Velvet Cove. I'll soon be flying away too.
Dirt Nod presents found footage the game. Found footage 80s coming of age. It's better not just be another Life is Strange DLC or sequel. We get it already. Whatever this game is, it seems to take place in
This is Swan Holloway.
a small area of someone's hometown.
It's because I'm dead.
That's not funny. Oh, it is by... Okay, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. We've seen a teaser for this before. That didn't amount to much. It's the same company that I think makes Life is Strange, so that all makes sense now. Oh, shit. Holy fuck. You can't just abruptly cut from the high-res shot we were just looking at to those graphics. That was too abrupt. I do like her guitar, though. She fights with music. Rhythm game turn-based elements. Like Infinite Guitar that we played on stream. Your crime is too great. We cannot keep your carcass and key-based code in our society. Oh. So the corpse you're piloting has to... You know what? I'm not going to even hypothesize about what's going on in this dystopian sci-fi. Bunch of anime shit. It is kind of cool that they went out of their way to lean into the purple and green as a primary color aesthetic. We've only got colors, green and purple. That's all you see. Dystopian wasteland, disastrous and dangerous to you and me. Purple green can't save you now. There's some rhythm game guitar hero sections. I love it. Fat Joe the Walrus. I think this is pretty much Infinite Guitar again, but with a much more unique aesthetic. Maybe a bit more cohesive gameplay mechanics. Guaranteed this is gonna be better than Infinite Guitar. Infinite Guitar disappointed me a little bit with its simplicity. Just it wasn't quite as
we just got a tease of what's coming to Pal World, and we got
wasn't
brand
quite
new looks at Commando's Origins, Sentinel
well
Lost
developed
Record,
enough.
Bloom and
It didn't
Rage,
hold together
and
as much as it should
Keylocker
have.
right here on ID at Xbox, live on IGN.
We're only just getting started here, and we have a ton more indie game trailers and gameplay to check out. But be sure to stick around after for a live episode of IGN's weekly Xbox show, Podcast Unlocked.
World
But
exclusive,
right
please.
Now we need to take a quick break. Stick around. ID at Xbox continues after this.
What do you mean quick break? Word from our sponsors?
ID at Xbox is presented by Xfinity.
Are they actually going to play trailers?
Blazing fast speeds
Like not
and
trailers, sorry,
smooth,
ads, like
low-lag
legit
connection.
ads.
The Cinefix Top 100.
Yep.
A list so secretive
Nope.
it will reveal
Nope.
out.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
anyways.
Nope. Nope.
Steam Library finally chip away at that massive backlog you keep. Wild, crazy, and
Nope.
it's behind
Nope.
on
Nope.
there. I think they'll be surprised.
Nope.
Incredible untold tales in games and entertainment.
How about fuck yourself sideways? Midstream commercials? What the hell?
wish there
Here
were
we
more-
go. We're back.
Hey, do you like arcade kart racers but wish there were more karts on the track?
I wonder.
I don't know.
I wonder if she dressed herself trying to like nerd out and be in Xbox colors, or if she was dressed like that by a wardrobe department and they just give a fuck to make the men adhere to the Xbox theme.
I'll say 60 of them.
I think maybe
Coming
she
up,
was in charge of
there's
her
a
own
game
outfit,
just
to be
for you.
honest.
Do you like Jackbox party games, but wish that they made one that was only for adults and no kids allowed? Well, coming up,
I do
there's a
like the
game
leather
just for
sleeves
you.
of that leather
Do
jacket.
you like dancing, but
Actually,
you're
like
also a
fingerless
violent
gloving into her
person?
hands.
Well,
That's a really
coming
cool.
up, there's a game just
I've never
for
seen a jacket that does that
you,
before.
and-
That's
Do you
awesome.
like exciting world premieres that you've never seen before until now? Well, coming up, yes, there's
Yes,
a
world
game
premieres.
just for you.
If you answered yes
About
to
goddamn
any
time.
or all of those questions coming up, there's a bunch of games
Just for you!
World premiere. Nope, not yet. Generic kart racer? Oh. I don't care. Wow, this looks generic. Whoa, no one's playing this. I'm sorry, you just... Mario Kart is one of those staples that, like, don't even bother making your own kart racer at this point. This is what you end up with. A bunch of, like, featureless nonsense, lacking in charm. How long are they going to show us this anarchy? We get it. There's too many people on the course. Oh, cool. I thought we were the Stampede Racing Royale. Alright. I feel like that wouldn't go down well. I've already forgotten it exists. It just has no personality at all. Not my Jackbox game is going to be censored, my censored. Are we advertising Jackbox party bullshit? That all the rest of you seem to like playing occasionally on your Twitch streams with viewers? The Jackbox Naughty Pack. There's a dick in that box. I can get behind the Naughty Pack though, that looks cool. Answered my question about the swearing though.
Times and galaxy, a solar system to explore. Times and galaxy, arts, politics, and more.
What are we looking at?
Every planet's a meteor. Space is a lonely void. We've got the whole thing covered.
I don't understand. Oh, okay.
Places undiscovered.
Okay. Rich 2D animated side scroller, kinda.
So please won't you subscribe? 2 times.
Although the slick character model change stuff reminds me way too much of oh my god. It reminds me too much of those like cheap Steam games where they just get some artist on Fiverr to draw up a bunch of character slates like this. But they're generic to like 1,000 other sci-fi games and cartoons. Times in Galaxy. That was new at least. I've never seen that before. How much mileage you can really get out of a 2D side-scroller RPG, though. Freedom's kind of limited. We've seen this one before. Can't remember the name, though. There's a bunch of retro boomer shooters coming out that all have this kind of like old school cell shaded or old school pixelated aesthetics. Whichever one they're going for. I just don't think the enemy clothing that drops from kills. Wait, what am I talking about? Sorry, I'm getting so distracted by like all the crazy shit this is showing that I lost my train of thought. Reminds me of that first-person shooter 13, back in the PS2 and Xbox OG eras, where it had the cell-shaded. It was one of the, I think the first game I ever saw that had that cell-shaded 3D. So it looked like a comic book, even though it was still 3D. That was great. It's giving Wolfenstein a little bit. Something about the simplistic cel-shaded environments makes me think of Wolfenstein. Sulfur. I won't have to remember this. Sulfur's a really, really cool name to remember. I want to remember that dev very easily.
You just saw trailers for Stampede, Racing
This is
Royale,
such a cool
the
word, man.
Jackbox
Sulfur?
Naughty Pack, Time and
Just sounds
Galaxy,
dope.
and Sulfur. 4 unique indie flavors that taste great together.
Unless you try and play all 4 of those games at the same time, which is not the recommended way to enjoy them.
Shut up, Bethany.
We're always looking out for you here at the 2024 ID at Xbox Showcase. It's the least we can do.
You too,
And now,
Belinda.
More indie games.
You love cell shading, you don't know how anyone could hate it?
Hi,
yeah,
this is Peter,
it's
the head of
neat
production
looking.
at Massive
It always has
Damage,
been.
And I'm going to show you a little bit
My first
about
cell-shaded game was
Game
Jet Set
Fair
Radio
and
on the
Sacred
Dreamcast,
Tribes.
and
If
it
you haven't
blew my
seen
mind.
Fair before, it's a combination of co-op monster hunting, open world survival craft,
And
a
then
tribal
the game
colony sim with a
13 on
heavy
the original
focus on
Xbox is
area
the first
mechanics.
first-person
This is
shooter I
my
ever played that
village
was
here. This is where I
cell-shaded.
manage my tribe and where they craft all the equipment and potions.
The one
and
that's like a comic
weapons
book,
and
where you can
food
see
and all
the
the stuff that we need to survive.
you can
in
see the
Farah.
clop clop clop
We're
sound
out of harm's
effects
way here. We live on
words
a
through the
magical
walls. You
floating
can see where
island.
people are
It's
walking.
surrounded by friendly sky whales, but
Budokai
when you
was
go to the
after?
Underland below,
Oh, yeah.
that's when things get a little bit more.
They do all those
interesting.
in cell
The world
shaded
of
as well.
Farah is designed to be kind of a jungle gym for aerial mechanics.
This is
You
neat.
can chain together moves of gliding and tethering to achieve really fast speeds, and it's a lot of
Now
fun
we're
to
talking
see your
fully
friends
open
zipping
world
around
with
you,
interesting
soaring in the
traversal
air
mechanics.
like your
Love it.
fighter jets. But right now we're on a mission to track down a Groktuk.
Oh, it was your
We've
first, not
located
after.
here. This is going to involve us
That's
fighting
fair.
a large Groktuk, so you can see a little bit of how combat works. Our combat
It's a much
design
easier
also
first to
retains
have
aerial
because,
focus, so in
I
addition
mean,
to
they're fighting
physical
games.
attacks, our monsters also attack you with
They
elemental
made tons of
bullet
them.
hell style barrages, which sort of test your mastery of
You can jump in
Farah's
and start
aerial
just wailing on people.
In addition, you can also cling to the monsters and attack their different body parts, and even saw off craftable trophies mid-combat. But as I mentioned, today I am on a hunt for a Groktuk's egg, so while my friends have him distracted, I'm gonna go find it. When the time is right, I'll be able to hatch the egg, and I'll gain a new addition to my beast menagerie, who I can then bring into the Underland.
Oh, Jet
to
Set was
help
your
me out
first
in
as
all
well.
sorts of ways. So that's a little snippet of what makes up our game. If
Cool, that makes
you like
both of
what you
us.
see and you want to find out more, give us a wish list and follow us at playfera.com.
I don't even know if there were fucking cell-shaded games before Jet Set. I don't remember any. Off the top of my head, at least. Microsoft. Oh, you never played it, but it was the first game ever. Okay. Fair enough. New game from Pixel Junk Monsters. I've actually played that in co-op with my cousin. Both that and the Pixel Junk Monsters sequel. What is this? Oh, this game. I remember now. This had such a charming trailer, but I feel like it's one of those games that's gonna make you lose friends. Kind of like playing Overcooked. This might be the same trailer we've already seen of this game at a different point in time on a different expo. All you need is help and lots of money and many beautiful women and power.
We still have a ton more surprises up ahead right here on ID at Xbox and IGN. Can we tease one of them?
Like, make fun of them in rude or mean ways? Like, spread a vicious rumor about them on the playground? I don't know why you'd want to do that to any of the games.
Oh my god.
None of them have
Drop
done
the bit.
anything to deserve
World
that.
exclusive,
After
let's
all,
go.
Isn't teasing just a less mean version of bullying?
I mean, tease one of the games we're going to show later, as in the show.
Wow, that was
reveal part
cringe.
of a
I don't know
surprise
why
like a
they
clue.
let
You know
unfunny
what?
people
Forget
write the
it.
skits
It's
for
Vampire Survivors.
gaming
We're gonna show
expos
you
every
new stuff coming to
goddamn
the hit
time.
game, Vampire Survivors. Does that work for you?
Oh yeah, it's way better. I love that game.
Well, I'm glad you two worked that out. Anyways, don't forget to stick around.
Do we
after
get to
the
see the
show for
Vampire
some very
Survivor
special
DLC?
ID at Xbox
Or have
post-show
they
edition
left
of
to
Podcast Unlocked, IGN's weekly
rub
Xbox
genitals
show.
in the
But
closet around the
first,
corner?
Here's a whole bunch of upcoming indie games coming to Xbox, including one you can play today. Take a look.
Oh god, I'm starting to nod off. I gotta be careful. Oh, it's the Game of Thrones rat game again. This showcase has got too many games in it that we've seen revealed at other expos, and we're just getting like updated trailers for them.
If it returns,
I ain't here for that, man. I'm here for world exclusives, world premieres, and exclusives. Let's do it.
of the North, hailed vanquishers of the dark.
We know this one already.
Feared not. Tirelessly, they trained generation after generation.
Some aspects of it look dope, though.
For that fateful day, when the shadows would reclaim.
That's the thing that worries me
Alas,
the most.
we never have as long.
I don't
as
like
we dare hope. As
those kind of
Arlo,
Dark Soulsy
son of
systems
Eivor,
in games like this.
prepare to embark on an epic quest across
Not
the
Witcher.
vast realms of
Oh, you
the
recognize the voice
wastes
actor, didn't you?
to purge
I can hear it too.
lands of the darkness once and for all. But you won't defeat
Geralt's doing his
Count
best.
Kazak and his dreaded Sky Scorchers alone. Unite the disparate clans of the realm. Rebuild Winter's Edge to an all-new glory.
That's cool.
And forge the very weapons of legend.
It's actually telling me stuff I need to know about this game. We only ever saw the combat, the in-game combat before. Now we know we're rebuilding the town, which is some shit I can get behind. Here we go. Frog defeated. Bat's still there.
Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter.
Whiskers of Winter.
Wishlist now.
Tales of Iron sounds like really hardcore and dope, but then the Tales extra bit on the mailbox.
So you want to hear
nah.
about Hangry? Sure. Well,
The
he's a
first
hunter,
PS Plus Essential.
loner,
Haven't played it yet. Wow, really?
probably out there in the marshes right now trying to work off his debt to Chef Gutra. His appetite gets him in places you don't want to be.
Oh, this game.
And those toes might be biting off
We're
more
still
than they could chew.
fucking getting trailers for games you
Henry's
already know
gotta
about.
hunt vicious beasts on dangerous worlds, keep his cravens under control.
This is the
and
Alien
get the cargo
world
back to
game
his
where you run a diner,
new spot in
like
our
Dave
Chevy
the
Zane
Dave the
City.
Diver style.
When you are in here, keep a sharp eye on the goons hanging around.
Yeah.
They got ways of dealing with troublemakers.
You run and upgrade and manage your business, and then you go out overnight and you fight creatures to get ingredients and crafting materials. And hopefully, like, get further into the dungeons and the areas where all the good stuff is. In collaboration with My Matori. What is this? That looks a little cell shaded around the edges. Now it's gone. Entrusted with the future. Where is this going? Why is it all no motion? Making us watch this stop frame animation. Run a mascot agency alone. That's the game? After all that series build-up, you're just managing a mascot agency? What the fuck? The mascots are all fucking tofu. Or dying. I'm guessing that in this, I don't actually know how to make heads or tails of this. I'm trying in my head, man, but I'm so exhausted. Well, that was a trip. I'm in though. Promise Mascot Agency. Looks great. The main character looks amazing. What a dude, bro. I don't know which of those names was the name of the game and which one were the developer names. It's really hard to fathom. Oh, this is cool. I saw stat screens, so it's got RPG elements. Turn-based battles. Oh. Nah. Firework looks interesting. That looks like some 2D indie psychological horror with hand-drawn elements. I can get behind that. Volcano Princess, on the other hand. Justify this to me. Can I gamble? Can the 5-year-old gamble? Oh shit. Okay, so when that initial bunch of screens flashed up, right, you couldn't tell which was the developer, which was the names of the games. A lot of them were names of games, they just showed them all at once, because they were montaging all 3 games together, which is, I guess, efficient. Jesus fuck. You just unsold a ticket to that one. Rewinder. Wait, Rewinder is on Game Pass right now. Hot dog.
That was a look at the upcoming indie games Tales of Iron 2, Hangry, Promise Mascot Agency,
Hangry.
and a ton of upcoming releases from Gamera Games, which will all be hitting Game Pass.
Man, my brain
Day
is really
one.
switching
So
off slowly but
Rewinder
surely
is
here.
available on Xbox
I'm
Game
2
Pass
days
as of,
without
well,
sleep, so
today.
it's just kind of fucking
So
me up a
keep
little
an eye
bit.
out for it. And coming up, a closer look at something Xbox is partnering with called the Ay Initiative.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Triple I. You know, like AAA, but with I for indie.
Are you sure? That doesn't really like roll off
Yeah,
the tongue
Triple
like
I is a
Ay.
thing that IGN's been doing.
Here's an informative video to hopefully set the record
If AAA is the best of the best with big budget studio games, then Triple I is something I'm trying to push to be best of the best of the indie bracket. Kill Knight. We've seen a trailer for that one. That's a Blood. Looks fun. Risk of Rain 2. It's just more DLC. Game's already a success. Shadows of a Doubt. That's the procedurally generated detective one in the open world city. That's actually impressive. Power World's still going in early access. Meh. Let's School is something that I'm kind of keen to play. Sandra. Operation Guns, Vampire Survivor. Oh, the Contra characters are getting added. Yeah, that's right. Remember that too. Flintlock, I keep forgetting it exists, but I feel bad about it because it actually looks really cool. Time travel sword with a gauntlet. Let you control your pet. Never Alone 2. Wholesome. Finished the first one in 3 to 4 hours with my partner controlling the fox for me. It was adorable. Death Must Die. Is Death Must Die a direct Vampire Survivors ripoff? Because now we're going to have 3 of them on Game Pass. Ugh, I was not on it up again. Blah. Keep it together, bitch. Cat Quest, look, there's cats. Wake up. Played Cat Quest 1 and 2 on Steam. I own them, I just haven't played them yet. It is, but with Hades character designs. Neat. Hades character designs are definitely a vibe.
That was a look at some of the featured games from the Triple I Initiative, all of them coming soon to Xbox.
Next up, we're checking out an action
Oh no, they got rid of the Xbox colored chick.
On a nice, relaxing
Oh, there she is.
vacation in the Austrian Alps.
My lovely vacations don't usually involve dungeons, personally, but who am I to judge? Let's do some sightseeing in Dungeons of Hinterberg.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Speaking of cel-shaded, speak of the devil, big open world action adventure cel-shaded game. It's like they're listening to us. Female protag. Has a sword that reminds me of the game Transistor on the PlayStation 3 by Supergiant. Oh. Brain. Switch on brain. That looks possible, but not the kind of footage that makes for an exciting trailer. Just some Zelda cel-shaded wannabe running around.
The Dungeons of Hinterberg today. It's now available for pre-order.
Up next, most survival games require players to collect materials and harvest resources so they can craft stuff to defend themselves. This next one, not so much. In fact, you don't even have to push any buttons.
Here's what's coming next to the horrifyingly addictive indie smash hit, Vampire Survivors. Check it out.
Oh. They were referencing Bullet Hell when he said the down to press any buttons thing. I'm dumb.
Our new quadruple A update is our most ambitious yet. Hyper-realistic holiday-themed characters.
Holiday theme? Like who?
Door-opening action.
Don't care about doors. What the fuck? Were there not doors in Vampire Survivors before now?
Genre-defining kart racing.
I'm still mad about the cart part, because that really went nowhere. Like, what's the point of having the cart chase feature in Vampire Survivors? It's as simple a game as you can get. This is cool. Not gameplay, but we get to watch cool shit happen. Here comes the gameplay. Parachuting in with double guns. Wait, is this meant to be familiar? Oh, it's Contra. It's a Contra collab with Vampire Survivors. Cute. Ghosts and Goblins win. Insta-kill on death. I don't know enough about the mechanics of Vampire Survivors to wrap my head around everything that was happening. I gotta get on that whip. Dope. Come on, 3 more. 3 Wolf Moon. Brad Fang from Contra Hard Corps. Okay, cool. I've never played Contra Hard Corps, but I like Brad Fang.
And that's a
He
wrap
looked
on
wild.
this year's ID at Xbox Showcase, but we're not finished.
You're done
just
already?
yet. Although the showcase part of the ID at Xbox Showcase is coming to a close, that doesn't mean we don't have more to showcase you. That sounded weird. Either way, we showed you a bunch of awesome games today, but now it's time to actually play them.
Up next, we're taking a deeper dive
Nope.
into some of the awesome games from
Not doing
today's
that.
ID
I
at
am about to
Xbox.
fall asleep.
Aster, Blade of the
I was
Monolith,
nodding off
and
throughout those
Hangry,
last couple of
the
montages.
ARPG that mixes food and violence.
Hangry.
Trailers are great, but we can't wait to show you how those games actually play. And after those game demos, be sure to stick around for our official Podcast Unlocked post show,
Nope.
breaking down all the biggest announcements,
stop trying to
reveals,
force me.
and trailers we showed you on ID at
I
Xbox
need sleep.
today.
Oh, and if you want to
finally
get your
coming to
hands on some
PlayStation this
awesome
summer.
upcoming games,
What
catch
is
even
Vampire
more
Survivors?
trailers, hang out with the IGN crew in person, and check out new reveals from some of the biggest names in games and entertainment, IGN Live is the place to be.
IGN Live is happening this June 7th through 9th at the Magic Box in Los Angeles, and we want to
Oh,
see
was
you
Vampire
there.
Survivors
Head on
cool?
down to IGN.com/live for more info and to get your tickets before they're gone.
I'll be there. Thanks for watching this year's ID at Xbox Showcase. Now keep watching for more Hangry, Aster Blade of the Monolith, and of course, our Podcast Unlocked post show. Stick around.
We don't need that in our lives. That's fine.
ID at Xbox is presented
Post shows
by
are
Xfinity.
dull. They just
Stay
sit
ahead
around a
of the game
panel
with
for
Xfinity's
2 to 3
blazing
hours
fast speed and
talking
smooth, low-lag connection.
about what they thought about the showcase stuff. Capcom
Grand
get the
Theft Auto
Castlevania
6.
crossover, damn
It's
it.
been a
Hell
long
yeah.
and winding road leading to the biggest
Easy
video
one.
game of all time.
Oh, you
But
meant
it's
Konami.
Still so far away.
Yeah.
Trust. But don't worry, IGN has just the thing to pass the time.
Man, get a
until
Kojima
Rockstar turns
collab.
us loose in Leonida. GTFM.
Get
A
Snake
brand
and
new
Otacon
original
and
show
Revolver
all about
Ocelot.
GTA. Tune in for hard-hitting Grand
A bunch
Theft
of
Auto
others
6
as playable
analysis.
characters.
Who is Jason anyways? The internet's biggest and most out there fan theories.
I would make the argument that based on the universe, it's actually not Lucia.
Interviews with the most infamous stars of past Grand Theft Auto games.
Call me Franklin, all y'all want to say, or Mr. Clinton.
And
Hey,
so
Franklin.
much more.
We are back.
For everything GTA, it's GTFM. Only
No thanks.
on IGN.
Do not need this.
Have you ever been stuck on the same quest for just way too long?
Sometimes.
IGN strategy guides and interactive maps.
Fuck your
are
strategy
free.
guides.
Legend of-
Where are these ads going?
IGN Live is bringing the VIP experience to you. The demos.
That's
play.
cool.
The downtown L.
Welcome back to ID at Xbox Live on IGN. I'm Damon Hadfield, and right now my good friend Kim and I are taking a look at Aster, Blade of the Monolith.
Oh my
Kim,
god, the most generic game that they showed in the showcase is getting the opening podcast play gameplay. Alright, we're out. Still no Silk Song. Still no Silk Song. Someday. Someday the fans are going to get their juice, but that day is not today. Alright. Cool. 3.5 hours, good enough. I am so fucking tired. I didn't sleep last night, and now I'm at 4 a.m. on the next night. I am a zombie. It is what it is. But we got to wear the Barbie Oodie. It's cold enough in Australia now that I get to Oodie up correctly. None of this half-assed, half-measures bullshit with the Hefner gown. I like being back in the good stuff. Let's have a Biscoff for the road. How about that? Just to make me feel better. Because I feel like I'm about to get some kind of brain disease. Oh. I was looking for a barber today. Oh, my water's not here. I'll go grab it when I turn off the stream. I am thirsty. I was looking for a barber to get a haircut today. Ended up walking like half across town. Wandered right into a Greek street festival. And they had a big dessert stall open where they were selling these Greek donuts covered in Biscoff. They poured Biscoff all over these Greek donuts. And you eat them with these little wooden forks. You stab each one and put it in your mouth. And it's just dripping with like Biscoff lava. It's like, fuck. The Greeks know how to live, man. That was some good stuff. Okay. Thanks, Jeannie. Good to see you. Thanks for coming and saying hello. Whoever's hovering in the distance still, hiding in the bushes. Good night to you too. Still don't know what my actual schedules are and when I'm back and what actual days I'm doing, but I'm just taking it as they come right now, where I fit them in and where I can make them work. I'll make things a bit more structured again in the near future. Okay. Good night. I'm gonna go pass out. See ya.